What up, what up, what up? We are back. Oh, man. It's Monday, chat. June 1st. That's right. We are back in the building. You guys know the vibes. So welcome to day one of the mentorship. Make no mistake about it. We are going to get this thing popping today. That's right. What a crazy... Can't believe that it's June 1st already, guys. Where did the first 6 months go? Cray with little Ray. So let's do this. So we got a visitor today, obviously for the whole week. We got Javier in the house for the mentorship chat. So man, first mentorship for D Money at the BDH. You gotta love it. We're gonna kick things off. So Javier in the building. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Excited to be here to meet the great D Money, baby. Let's go.
Oh man. So somebody said shout out to Miguel. Yeah, I agree. Desi, Miguel got me right for the mentorship. I said, listen, man, we got a mentorship coming up. We can't be looking scraggly on for the week. So shout out to my barber Miguel. But bigger things to talk about here. We got Javier in the house for the mentorship. So Javier, so obviously you've been in the chat for a while. So yeah. Congrats on getting selected for the mentorship.
Thank you.
Looking forward to this week, to be honest. So talk to us a little bit about your background. So how did you get into trading? What kind of captivated you, I guess, to join the ranks here?
Yeah, so I was actually a BMW technician working on cars, and then I was kind of fed up with that, and I was kind of looking for something with more freedom, more opportunity, and my brother was actually trading at the time, and then that's when trading got put into my life, and I thought it was a lot easier. I'm not gonna lie. I saw some stuff. I think
we all thought it was easy at first, sir.
Yeah, man. I saw some stuff, saw some numbers, saw a lot of green, and I was like, all right, let me try it. And obviously found out it's a little bit more difficult than what they make it seem that it is. But so my brother kind of put it into my life, and then ever since though, I decided to stick with it and just be persistent with it, because I could see the possibilities and the outcome of trading. And it's just, being your own thing, your own boss, not having to answer to somebody, because that was the biggest thing. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat can relate, that it's like when you got a boss you don't really want to answer to. It's like you get tired of that, it was just more of the opportunities, the freedom. I don't know, I kind of fell in love with just, looking at the market as well, just finding patterns and structure, and just the aspect of, problem solving in your mind, and also the work that it takes for yourself. Like you have to continuously work on yourself. A lot of people say that trading is a mirror of yourself. So that's also helped me a lot in my life emotionally, because trading takes a lot of emotional, I guess you could say, like emotional talent and discipline to actually be successful in this, because we all know you can't just full port everything and not have discipline, and then you could throw away months of hard work in just one day. So yeah, it's been trading has been a life-changing decision for me. Obviously I know it's hard, but what isn't hard, and it could go back to when you start a business. How many businesses are successful in the first month? None. Well, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe there are, but yeah, I'm a fair believer that anything that you put your work into, and it takes time. It's not overnight. You say it all the time. It's not overnight success.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely not going to be an overnight.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, it's not overnight success at all.
All right, so somebody said my mic is low, but we're actually pretty much ramped up here, guys. Somebody said my mic is fine. So how's the mic sounding, guys? So Ginger's telling me it's fine. So I think you might have to turn your volume up.
Check your sound, buddy.
So, yep, mic is perfect. Yep. So yeah, you might have to check your sound. So. Got one that's low, but you're gonna have to probably adjust on your end, because we are ranked up here. I'll turn it up a little bit. Just turn it up a little bit, guys. So, all right. Let me check something really quick here, chat. Better? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I eased it up. I eased it up a little bit, guys. So I just eased it up a little bit there for the mic. So we should be good to go. All right. So how long you been trading for?
So it's about to be a year and 10 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
A year and 10 months. So
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay. So almost 2 years.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, 2 years.
A crazy experience, man. But we're here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So don't be, it's gonna be a grind, man. I'll say that. Obviously, the goal this week, chat, is to kind of obviously talk through some things that Javier wants to cover from a mentorship standpoint. But more than that, I got a pretty detailed agenda. We'll kind of bounce through that. And obviously, if there's questions that come up in the chat that we see that could be value added for everybody out there, we will take advantage. So
somebody put you Day Ginger.
Oh man, here we go. Yeah,
come on, guys.
It's always like that. Yeah, it's always like that, man. So don't never fear the heckling from the chat is here. So.
Hey, we love the chat. We love the chat.
Yeah. So all right, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, I literally just turned it up even more because somebody's saying that it's low. All right, so who is this? Yeah, this is Javier, guys. So Javier is gonna be mentor this week. We got a mentorship going on this week, and we will see what we can kind of dig into in the markets, right? Answer some questions. Hopefully, the goal this week is him walking out of here with more insight, and hopefully being a better trader. So that's the goal, right? That's the goal. So we will see. That's right. Futures Flex. Javier is fine. So Futures Flex, are you a male or a female? That's what we want to know.
Sheesh. Starting early, huh? What time is it?
Yeah.
It's like 9:10. What time is it?
Is that a So it's 9:10, chat. So is that an actual so is that are you a female or a male? We need to know because D Money's not a whatever your preference is, guys. We got to start off by saying that whatever your preference is your preference, chat. D Money, I only rock with the ladies, but I mean,
hope so.
It is definitely hey, whatever your preference is, we'll leave it at that. So all right,
Jeez.
My mic is cranked up here, guys. You're gonna have to just adjust, right? I'm cranked up here. So, but we will kind of dig in to see what we got going on in the market right now. A bit of a sell-off. This is crazy.
Yeah,
man.
that was insane.
Like,
man.
what is going
what
on with
was
this
that?
right now? What is going on right now, chat? Oh my goodness. So, all right, a bit of a.
Jeez.
We got a dump fest going on here, chat. So had some selling pressure from 30,430, and what is happening right now? I'm trying to check this because all right, so quite the sell-off there. Maybe some news, war-related news. 430 down to 350 area. What in the? Pretty decent kind of retrace sell-off there. 5-minute chart. A lot of selling pressure kind of stepping into the market. So this had to be news related, chat. I mean, this had to be news related. So we're gonna kind of see. Give me 1 second here, guys. This is definitely all right. Well.
Cray with Lil Ray. At 9:13.
130 point drop, 5-minute candle. I mean, 5-minute chart, guys. So that's definitely had to be news related. Something came out there. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let's map out previous daily candle high and low. Want to make sure that we are kind of got a good insight on what's going on here, right? So as always, we got to stick to the routine, chat. So We're gonna map out previous daily candle high and low, which in this case, Friday's daily candle. It's Friday's daily candle high and low. So, give me a second here. All right, Friday's high, 30,536. And you got Friday's low sitting at 30,216.50. All right, so we got it mapped out here, chat, right? So that's Friday's daily candle high and low. Currently right now, the current daily candle obviously getting some sell-off to the downside. We were able to get back above yesterday's daily candle high, or Friday's daily candle high, put in a high at 30,595.25 and then pull back. So we are currently sitting inside of Friday's daily candle range, chat, right? So got to be mindful of that. All right, so let's see. 4-hour chart right now. You know, is this going to be a bounce area? The last time we were down here, looks like on the 29th, we had to push right back up towards 500, right? 30,500. So we got to see how this plays out. We got to see how it plays out, guys. News? Yeah, I think so. You will see the other guy. I'm breaking down the chart. Relax. Kathy Floor. Kathy Floor, you got a crush on Javier? I can't do a chart breakdown. It's like unreal, guys. Like geez Louise, Kathy.
Jeez Louise.
Kathy is trying to like what?
Kathy ain't here for the trading.
Kathy, relax. I mean, I'm doing a chart breakdown for Christ's sakes. Sorry, D buddy, just joined. Don't get into your feelings. Yeah, I'm doing the breakdown here. So you can't.
Somebody said Kathy's Javier's mom.
you gotta wait, Kathy. But yeah, unreal. All right, so if you haven't already, guys, do us a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. So we're rocking out here. We got Javier in the building for the mentorship, guys. So we are going to drop a poll in the chat to see how you guys are feeling up or down at market open.
That's funny.
All right, so we got the poll going here, chat. Get your votes in. We got to get to 1,000 likes before 9:30, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Come on, man. You got 3 options: pump or dump at open. So pump. So
wait
far,
a minute,
30.
Wait a minute. Time out.
Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Yes,
Dang.
sir. So make no mistake about it. We're trying to get a free lunch around here. So pump 42%, dump 33% at the moment. It's kind of shifting here, obviously, as the votes pile in, guys. And then 29% of the chat feels like Javier should be buying lunch today. So, hey, we're going to capitalize on that. And don't you worry. Try to take advantage of it.
Didn't sign up for that, guys.
Oh,
Some
man.
unexpected stuff going on.
Iran
here.
stopped talks with U.S. Yeah, let me check that real quick, guys. Let me check that real quick here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there had to be something kind of. All right, so I am in round 4 of Tradeify's Grand Cup here, chat.
Let's go.
So got to be a little strategic today, right? We're gonna do our best to kind of talk through some setups here, but we don't know if that person's watching, right? So which we probably figure they are. Make no mistake about it. So got to be a little strategic here. But at the end of the day, he is currently leading. He's up already $500, so you gotta love that. So this is my opponent for this round, guys. Cam is already up $499, so that's cray with little Ray here. So he's not wasting any time. It's only 9:18.
Came out swinging.
He had to take those trades, I think, but probably either last night or 6 this morning. So, all right. So somebody wants to know, Javier, your trading style. So talk through your current like trading style.
So basically I've learned most of my trading honestly from D-Money. I'm just the momentum, I try to catch a momentum trade. Obviously I'm looking at, honestly my charts are pretty similar to yours, D. It's, I'm looking at the 14, the 50, 200 EMA. I also have VWAP on there, based off those indicators, based off structure, basic just support and resistance levels. I just look for kind of like a snipe entry for a quick move. If I could catch on a momentum. Something that really changed my trading journey was when you mentioned, just looking for higher highs, lower lows, whatever the momentum of the market is going towards.
Yeah.
I used to just I would see, like, for example, like that candle that just happened. I used to see that and I would just jump in and get wrecked without no confirmation of anything.
Yeah.
Now I'm definitely working more on that. Which I would love to talk about. That's a big thing I would like to talk about in this mentorship is entry points, exit points. So yeah, it's just basically just momentum trading. If I see an opportunity that it breaks a certain zone and price is moving, making higher highs, then I look for that nice entry, with a nice, with that nice stop loss below the previous candle's low, or something like that. And that's just pretty much it. Just momentum trading, scalping.
All right, guys. So I got my work cut out for me today. Make no mistake about it. So we will see what we can do here. So pretty interesting chart at the moment. We know that we just had some kind of news came out. Looks like Iran is basically saying that they are not. Somebody saying that Iran is basically saying that they don't want to talk anymore. So if that's the case, look out. Is the lows down here in play 30,216, chat? That's the question, right? So the way that the contest works, you can trade only one contract, guys, and right at a time. And we will see. The next update is coming at 12 o'clock. So see how this plays out today. All right, so you said you had a couple gifts. We got to be quick here before market open to finalize the poll. So maybe we'll do that at 9:45. We'll do the gifts at 9:45.
Sounds good. Good. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll do it at 9:45. So get your votes in, chat. Get your votes in for the poll. So it looks like right now we got 715 votes, and we're trying to get a nice sample size here, kind of going into the open. So if you haven't already, hit the poll, guys. If you haven't hit the like button, do me a solid, hit the like button. We're gonna ramp up here in the next 5 or 10 minutes. We got 451 likes, 2,700 people tuned into the show, guys. So we got some work to do. We got Javier in the building. Looking forward to it. A lot of things to cover this week, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. And we're getting ready, ramping up to get the party started. So we need about 500 likes. We got 2,800 people now. So do us a solid, hit the like button. If you haven't already, you know what to do. We got Lucid accounts, 50% off using the code PW for the first 2 accounts. Goes 30% off after that, chat.
Use the code PW.
All right, so let's see.
Heavy
Good morning and great blessing week for all. Oh, yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. So, Ginger, can you send Javier my number so I can text him? Yes, text him my number so I can text him the accounts. Yeah, thanks. Natalie Quinn, I'm showing 55 likes. That is not correct, Natalie. So do me a solid and hit the refresh button because you're trying to scare D Money over here before market open. We got 600 likes, so we need about 400 likes, guys. We've had 1,000 likes for weeks on weeks on weeks. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you're not subscribed. Come on, man. A lot of selling pressure right now in the market. 1 hour chart looks super bearish, guys. This is the 1 hour chart we're looking at here. So super heavy, right, on that 1 hour chart. So need to be aware of that kind of going into the open. Do we get some kind of pullback though, and then retracement down? That's the question. He got him a gift card to the Olive Garden. Oh man, yeah, I will not be using that. So if he got me a gift card to the Olive Garden, he can save that because we will not be taking advantage of the gift card. All right, more selling pressure kind of stepping in here, guys.
Wow.
Right, this is not kind of slowing down here. So unfortunately, D Money's behind in the competition. So you gotta love that.
55. Okay.
Yeah, just kind of checking here on this. All right. That's set up. All right, so we'll see what happens here, chat. Flush McGush. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, at the moment, currently it is Flush McGush. What's with the big dump? Yeah, it sounds like there is some Iran news. Let me check something really quick here, guys. It's kind of funny how that works, though, right? It's like, oh, today's Iran news, and then right at the market open. Let me check one thing here. All right, so we do have some red folder, chat. That's what I was checking, right? ISM manufacturing PMI. We got that scheduled at 10 o'clock. So we got to be mindful of that, chat. So that's your only red folder. You got construction spending, yellow folder. So we do have red folder news at 10 a.m. So whether or not it's going to have an impact, obviously, I think the Iran news is more, it's going to weigh more today, right? So just kind of ramping up here, waiting for the market to open, and then we'll deep dive into kind of starting off the mentorship. Get your votes in, guys. You got about a minute or so. We'll give you another minute, and then we will finalize the vote in the poll. So right now we got about 1,000 votes, trying to get a bigger sample size. $837 likes, chat. We got 3,300 people tuned in. We're going to start ramping up here like as promised in the next 10-15 minutes. So do your boy a solid, hit the like button. We got to keep the record alive, guys. It's mentorship day, day one. Hello, no tournament today, right? And I'm assuming you won. No, there is a tournament today. D Money's actually behind. So there is a tournament today. So this is my opponent for today, chat. He's already up $500. So apparently he took some nice trades. Kind of going into the next update's at 12 o'clock, guys. So we will see how that plays out. D Money, the last time price was in this area, it went up. Yeah.
I was looking at that too.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about, guys. All right, so about 10 seconds left. We're going to finalize this poll. Get your votes in, chat. Got 922 likes. Less than 80 likes and we're at 1,000, chat. Do your boy a solid, hit the like button. Come on, man. Got to keep the streak alive, guys. We got less than 2 minutes.
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button.
So I'm going to finalize now. All right. Looks like you had 43% of the chat feels like we're going to dump. 38% feel like we're going to pump. And 19% feels like Javier
19%. I want to know who that 19% is.
Hey, whoever you are out there, 19%, you're the real MVP. So we definitely appreciate that. Make no mistake about it. All right. So we are getting ready here, chat. You got less than 50 seconds here for market open. So keep in mind that daily candle low is 30,216. So when we get back above 360, could be targeting for more highs, right? That's the thought process. Re-edit this. 5-minute chart. Got to be a little strategic today, guys. Obviously, we're in a competition, so just kind of bear with me here as I try to navigate with you guys through the market. 15 seconds left. Five seconds left, guys.
Javier's buying corn dogs for everybody. No, I'm not.
All right, market's open here. Straight up so far. 30,351. We hit 1,000 likes. I appreciate that, guys, as well, right? So the streak remains alive. So let's see how this plays out. Got to be smart. Obviously, there was a lot of selling pressure pre-market open, I should say. Five-minute chart, right? So market's been open for about a minute now. Straight up, guys. Kind of called out a level to you. I hope you were listening, chat, right? Back above 353, you're targeting up here maybe towards 400. So
let's go.
Obviously, I'm in a competition, chat, so I'm not showing the screen here. Just listen to the commentary here, chat. So you would think that with momentum, this area could be trying to get challenged to the upside, right? If that continues. So we're going to find out. 15-minute chart right now. This is the current 15-minute candle, guys, right? We know we got the ORB that's going to set up here at 9:45. This wick is very interesting, right? The previous candle closure, long wick, top and the bottom. Indecision candle. All right, 3 minutes gone by, and so far, I mean, you can kind of start mapping out the ORB low, I think, right? And then we'll kind of, if we got to adjust, we got to adjust it here, chat. There's the 405 level that got hit. So if you listen to the commentary, you know, above 360, I mean, you got paid. Drop a W in the chat, guys. If you listen to the commentary, you got paid. You gotta love it.
W. I got a question for you, D.
Yeah.
So, based off kind of, I guess, when you're entering when market opens and you're, just looking at your market structure, you use more of the 5-minute ORB instead of the 15, right?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer price to kind of move in that 5-minute ORB, but you might not always get that, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
the 5-minute candle is not a strong ORB candle, guys, with a long body, top and the bottom, or sorry, a strong closing candle. Then I'm gonna gravitate towards the 15-minute ORB, right? So just as an example right now, guys, this is a strong looking 5-minute candle at the moment, right? Looks pretty strong. You got a nice bottom wick. So that is a healthy 5-minute candle. If it's like a nasty like doji candle, then that might not be a strong kind of like strong enough momentum candle.
Indecision going on.
Yeah, you're looking for momentum, right? Nice size body, bullish engulfing candle, something like that, right? If it's weak though and it's a small candle body, etc., then you might want to gravitate towards the 15.
Yeah.
So gotcha. Start mapping out the lows here. All right, 5-minute ORB is going to be set, guys. So let me map this out. Low is 309.50. Got the high up here, 30,424.25, chat. 424.25. So 404, we're holding up here in the 400s. You got a nice candle closure. Would have loved a longer bottom wick, right? So if you're a momentum trader, you want the current 5-minute candle to kind of open up and, hold on one second here, chat.
Pumping.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, there's your ORB break to the upside, chat. I got a level mapped out for you on the chart, so you can't say that I didn't have it mapped out. If you listen today, you will more than likely
make some bread.
Make the moolah. Do me a solid, guys. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We got 1,100 likes. We got to get 2,000 plus. We got Javier in the building. It's mentorship day 1, chat. I gotta be strategic because of the competition, but I'm still navigating you guys through this, through the markets, right? Literally got a level mapped out with a box. So if you can't read between the lines, I don't know what to tell you. So is Patrick still racing? Yes, the race is actually this week, chat. So last week was the pre-run, and this week is the actual race. So make no mistake about it, PW is getting busy this week for the Baja 500. All right, so what do we got now? Well, we're hanging out above the ORB, right? We got a box up here. Top of that box, guys, is 466, by the way. 30,466. We're hanging out 30,437 at the moment. So
I thought PW flipped his car. Why would he say that?
Yeah, it got flipped, but it's fine. That was actually the that wasn't the actual.
Oh, he flipped in a car.
Trophy truck. He had it on X. It was one of the, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
He all right? I hope
ATVs
so.
or something. Oh yeah, he's fine. He's fine. All right, so that guy, chat, let me see something really quick. Got you solo dolo, sir, for a second. Got you a solo shot there.
Solo shot. What's up, guys? It's the J Money show.
Yeah, it's only because I'm checking something real quick here. All right, so the market is hanging out above the ORB range. 30,424.25 is the ORB high, guys. 5-minute chart. More expansion here to the upside.
It's like Cooper flag. What? I guess so.
This thing is looking cray-cray with little Ray.
Would you be looking for a long right now, D?
Yeah, so, I got to be a little strategic here, sir.
Oh, that's right.
But I mean, chat,
Yeah.
I literally mapped out, and I know we talked about this on Friday, guys. I literally had this level mapped out.
Yeah.
Right? If you did not, I don't even want to hear it today, chat. It's Monday, right? If you did not take advantage of what I mapped out on the chart with an arrow, unfortunately, that is on you, guys, right? So I hate to say it, but it's true. I literally have the level mapped out. We just tapped inside of the box. Oh, man.
Can't say you didn't call it.
Capped out already with 2K across 4 accounts. Time to sit back and listen. Yeah. So, yeah, you got to be you got to be aware, guys. I'm in the competition, right? So the last guy followed me on X, and I'm pretty sure he was kind of, he was in the stream. So I'm sure it's the same thing today. Make no mistake about it. So that's why I am having to kind of do it the way that I'm doing it. But you can't say that I did not map it out and all that, chat. So, all right, a lot of momentum here to the upside. Got a nice V-shaped recovery kind of forming. TP got hit. D Buddy's under a lot of pressure. Give him a chance to free. Chat, it's crazy. Hey, it might be my last day streaming. PW told me if I lose and I don't win the Grand Cup, that it will be my last day here. So Javier, I mean, I don't know. Are you the replacement or like somebody's the replacement, chat? I'm not sure who it is, but you gotta love it.
Nice retracement to the 14.
I really wish D could be doing the mentorship instead of worrying about the competition, not trying to be a downer. We are going to be doing the mentorship as well. Make no mistake about it here, guys. We're doing both. We're doing both, chat. But what I'll tell you, if you're really trying to learn trading, right? And I literally had a level mapped out on the chart with an arrow. That was the take profit area, guys. That was a level of interest that price should possibly hit if momentum continues to the upside, right? So if you're really trying to learn and you're not just looking for a buy sell alert, you actually appreciate that right now. Yeah, we saw price and momentum, guys. We had a nice closure of this candle with a bottom wick and top wick put in. And then you got a momentum candle for expansion higher. The reason why this level was mapped out is because the last time we were here, which was at 9:05 this morning, we had a pullback to the downside, chat. That's a resistance area mapped out on the chart. So, right? So if you're looking at why I actually look at support and resistance, guys, it's because look at what's happening right now. We're getting a pullback to the downside, right?
Yeah.
So when you see large candles like this is a momentum candle, a bearish candle to the downside, chat, right? So you map out where there was resistance, where price had a hard time continuing higher in this case, and you map that level out, and you know that if price is pushing to the upside, that could be an area where it starts to stall or rejects again back down, right? So that's basic, kind of like basic price action momentum trading, to be honest. So that's why that level was mapped out, chat. It wasn't a random level, right? So I'm still teaching as I'm kind of walking through this, but you got to be willing to want to learn, if that makes any sense. All right, so what do we got now? Well, we're getting ready for the 15-minute ORB to be mapped out here, chat. Right, so you got the low that's still intact. Looks like that could possibly hold because There's a minute and 39 seconds left on the current 15-minute candle, so there is no need to kind of rush this now. If you wanted to start kind of mapping out that 15-minute ORB, it could be a good idea. Obviously, it's bullish at the moment. High so far, 30,462.25, right? So 0.25, I don't know how it got off a little bit, but that's the 15-minute ORB kind of being set. Got some time left. That high could change if they continue to push this, guys. So I am aware of that. So the thought process, guys, for today, right? We get through the market open, and then we start kind of deep diving into the mentorship here. So make no mistake about it, guys. We got a lot of things to cover today, right? So obviously this is the momentum time of the market, so it makes sense to try to capitalize here, and then go from there. So nice bottom wick off the 14 EMA.
Yeah.
So far it's holding up, right? You had to bounce back up. So let's see how this kind of plays out in the next 29 seconds. So do you typically trade? What times do you trade? Is it market open, obviously?
Yeah, so I usually try to trade the market open, you know, obviously depending how many, you know, I usually try to take like 1 to 4 trades maximum. Okay. I don't like to take a crazy amount of trades, just because I feel like the more trades I take, you know, if I'm looking for a setup and I'm overthinking about stuff, you know, you get into a weird, you know, you start seeing things that are not there. So usually I trade from 9:30 to like kind of like 11:30, 12 when the, you know, lunchtime, you know, the momentum dies down. And then depending on where I'm at in the day, you know, if I can, maybe I catch a little bit of power hour. But mostly, yeah, market open, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so 15-minute ORB is set, chat. So that high remained intact. You got no bottom wick on the current candle, right? So when you're looking, what I'm looking at if I'm trading momentum is I would love some kind of bottom wick to be put in on the 15-minute chart, right? Push down, form some kind of bottom wick, and then we expand up. Right now, we're pushing right away with no bottom wick. So that's a little bit of a concern for me, chat. And the reason why is because you could get a retracement down, right? Now, it doesn't mean that that's 100% certain, but I would have loved like a retracement to maybe like 30,000, like 380 area before expansion higher, right? And that just kind of tells me that the retracement's already happened, right? So it could be a safer trade. But we're still pumping, man. There's a lot of bullish momentum kind of stepping in here, guys, to the upside. So got to see how this plays out. Will 462 get hit? That's the question. Right, top of the ORB. Or do we get a retracement back down, guys? All right, so yeah, I mean, this thing is looking strong, man.
Yeah.
NQ. There's the ORB tap, chat, again. So 30,462 just got hit. Wow.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, this is definitely cray with little Ray right here, chat. So let's see, 15-minute chart right now. Wick got filled to the top of it, right? And you're kind of watching now. It's now 47. You got the 1 hour candle that's going to close out here in the next less than 13 minutes. Look at the bottom wick, guys, on the 1 hour chart. Look at the bottom wick.
Wow.
Right? I mean, that is just, if you were trying to short this thing, you got roasted.
Got cooked.
Got a 155-point bottom wick. So when you see those bottom wicks, it's hard to be short bias, chat, because you know that people are getting yoked people got yoked down there off the lows, right? And they pushed this thing right back up. So now you're kind of watching to see how this closes out. Do we get a candle that closes above the ORB high? That's the question, chat. Yoke right back down. If you missed the longs, probably, you know, nothing wrong with being patient here, guys. Letting the 1 hour candle kind of finalize. And let me pull this up really quick. All right, so we'll do the gifts real quick, kind of going into the 1 hour candle closing. So if you want to, Ginger, you ready? So Javier, chat, I'm going to do a solo shot for this for you guys. So Ginger's going to come over towards your area. So if you want to go. So Javier came bearing gifts, chat, for the mentorship. So make no mistake about it. He brought a gift for Ginger. So we want to make sure we do this right. So
we don't have a wide angle, so
yeah. So here you go. And so Javier brought some flowers for Ginger, guys.
Thank you.
And those aren't the cheapies. Those are actually chat. Those flowers are top of the line.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Freshly picked. And created
best right there
for Ginger. So shout out to Javier for I don't know if this is love connection or what, but hey, you know, he came bearing gifts. So Ginger is appreciative of the flowers.
Yes, Ginger's the best. She does a lot here, so you know,
man,
we appreciate her.
Well, yeah, this guy's Rico Suave over here, chat. So, hey.
I'm being respectful. I'm just being respectful here, all right?
hey, you got to do what you got to do. So.
Yeah, so all you in the chat, back up.
Oh, man. Here we go.
I'm
chat.
joking, guys. I'm joking.
All right, so I got a gift as well.
Let me go give D-Money his gift.
Yeah, we're definitely appreciative, guys. I don't take it for granted. So, hey, you know, you didn't have to do it, man. But hey, guys, I got a LeBron painting here. So this thing is fresh. Not gonna lie, chat.
Awesome.
This thing is lit. So shout out to Javier. He came bearing gifts, guys. This is from one of the championships that LeBron actually won here in Miami. I actually went to one of the championship games, guys, believe it or not. So shout out to Javier for the gift. I really appreciate it, man. Didn't have to do that.
Thank you.
So
shout out to the BDH.
That's right.
If PW was here, I'd give him. Well, I'm probably gonna leave him a gift anyways, but definitely wish I could meet him.
Yeah. So, hey, we definitely appreciate it, man. I don't take it for granted, guys. All right, so we're gonna let this 1 hour candle kind of close out here, chat. So I think that's a great kind of segue into getting some of these questions kind of rolling here for the mentorship. So let me pull up my agenda here for day one. Make no mistake about it. All right, so if you're new to trading, guys, right? If you're new to trading, because I want to make sure we cover this, right? So one of the questions that kind of comes up is, what are we trading? So we're trading NASDAQ futures, chat, and we're leveraging prop firms here. So you can see on the screen, you got Apex right now, 90% off using the code PW. You can get up to 20 accounts. They got 5-packs now, right? You can actually get a 5-pack of trailing drawdown accounts, guys, for $95. That is cray with little Ray. The math works out to be $19, chat. But we're trading NASDAQ futures, right? So if you are coming from Forex, maybe you're coming from Forex, guys, and you're trying to, Forex had pips, futures has points. So if you're brand new to the trading kind of setup here, the easiest thing to do, I think, is you can go to TradingView, go to tools, right? And literally you can click here, left-hand side of the screen, go down to measures, add a price range tool, click on the star bar, it'll add it to your favorites. And you're able to basically, if you want to know how points work, you literally could just draw it from candles, guys, right? 452 down, it's going to give you the points, right? See how that's 63 points? Pretty basic here, chat, right? So you can add that to your favorites. It's points instead of pips. It's very similar. There's a lot of similarities between Forex and futures. The terminology though is different, right? So we are trading, we're leveraging prop firms here. So prop firms are basically, they're exactly what it is. They're basically fronting you or giving you capital if you're able to pass an evaluation, or you do a straight to funded account. And if you pass the valuation, you get funded, or if you get a straight to funded account, you are funded from day one, and you're able to leverage their capital to attempt to make money, guys, right? So there's certain thresholds that have to be hit. Profit wise, you got to follow their rules. And if you're able to do that, you're able to get payouts, right? Much cheaper than going a live capital option, but that is an option as well, right? But we are trading prop firms here and leveraging them to make money, right? So the futures market is, when you see NASDAQ 100 up here, that's basically the top 100 companies, guys, right? That's the top 100 companies that are actually, that make up NASDAQ. We're getting a sell-off here, rejection off of the resistance area. Very strange, right? I'm being sarcastic, guys. Right back down, right, from 450. So that's why that level was mapped out. It was a TP, but it also acts as a possible resistance area. So you're waiting to kind of see how price reacts. Right now, we're getting a pullback to the downside. So a lot of hefty pullback as well. So that is something to kind of be mindful of as we kind of dig deeper today. That price so far cannot stay above 30,462 here, chat. Right, you got 5 minutes left basically for the 1 hour candle to close out, and we will kind of see how this plays. Let me pull this up really quick here. Give me 1 second here, chat.
Took a nice short there.
Oh, this guy's shorting the market without. This guy's taking shorts around here.
Hey, man. You called it.
Hey. All right, so if you want to know, guys, the top companies, these are the top companies that make up NASDAQ, chat, right? So NVIDIA obviously weighs the most, 13.12% weight. Apple, right? It literally shows you how much of an impact or how much weight they kind of take up, right? So NVIDIA, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Broadcom, etc., right? These are the top 100 companies, chat. All you got to do is go to Google and put in NASDAQ top 100 companies. So they literally make up NQ, right? So we're trading futures market, but these are the top corporations that actually are involved in the NASDAQ, including Walmart, right, etc., chat. So just be mindful of that. So when you hear us talking about NASDAQ, these are the top companies that have an impact on it. Obviously, when you hear us talking about NVIDIA and we're saying like, oh, NVIDIA is impacting the market, right, because NVIDIA is pumping, so maybe NASDAQ is going to pump. That's because the weight of NVIDIA is 13.12% of the market, guys, from a weight standpoint. Wanted to cover that because I think sometimes, you know, we get a lot of questions on it and people are confused on what we're actually talking about. So more downside stepping in here. When we get back to 309, chat, 30,309 could be a level here that gets tapped if the momentum kind of continues to the downside.
Looks like it wants to go back to the bottom of the ORB and the
Yeah, you got a deep retracement kind of happening here. So 30,361 is kind of holding up here. You got a nice bottom wick on the candle, guys. Less than 3 minutes for this 1 hour candle to close out. 309 is the area of interest. If they flush McGush here, kind of giving you that level, right? That if they get momentum going, that could be a level of interest, but
Flush McGush.
and that's just because it's the bottom of the ORB chat. A minute, 16 seconds left. And that new 1 hour candle is going to open up. So all right, so this is it. Let me kind of map that because somebody's going to say I didn't talk about it, right?
What's the next setup, man? D, how do you feel about when you're in a trade?
Yeah.
And then let's say you get out and then it just keeps dumping. So like, for example, I took a short, right? And then it just keeps dumping.
keeps going.
As far as like that feeling of I could have taken more profit, because it's kind of like a negative feeling at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you can't get greedy with it, you know?
Yeah. So
How do you feel about that?
It takes work to realize that it's gonna be very rare that you capitalize the whole entire move.
Yeah.
Right? But profit is profit, guys. At the end of the day, profit's profit. So the reality is gonna be is, can you be content and wait for maybe a retracement to kind of join the party to the downside, right? So profit's profit, man. That fear of missing out, that's FOMO, right?
Yeah.
That's fear of missing out. So the reality is that it takes work to kind of, right? So you got to work on that. You got to be content. So, because oftentimes they're not, like, what if you try to get short, trying to chase it, and then it pushes back up on you?
Yeah.
Right? So that's just
100%,
the reality.
yeah.
All right, guys, the box guy hit. So if you took shorts from me talking about it, you got paid again. Drop a W in the chat.
Let's go.
Hope you guys took that. Right to the ORB, and you got to push right back up. So you got to love it. Never fear. The BDH is here. Competition or not, guys. We are still mapping out areas for you. Make no mistake about it. So, D, you can hit my box. Oh my goodness, Sammy, we're gonna have to give you.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, well, I think I know, sir. I think I know what it means. But the question is,
VIP room.
Are you like, what is going on? All right, so this is 10 o'clock news as well, chat. You got ISM news here, 10 o'clock red folder. So I would say be cautious now. So you actually, I gave you 2 levels to kind of target here. And if you did not take advantage, unfortunately, well, you're probably a little upset at yourself. You can't be upset at D-Money. I'm just saying.
We got some nice support as well here at the bottom of RB. See if I guess we get a bounce back towards the middle of the range.
Yeah, so you got to be cautious here. You had a swipe of the ORB low chat, 30,309.50. Got to push right back up. This is a news candle, so I got no interest in chasing a news candle chat. The market's kind of proven already today that there's enough volatility in the market where you don't necessarily have to worry about a news candle, right? Like why trade it?
Yeah.
So I understand if you got FOMO and maybe you faded D-Money, et cetera, and you're a little upset and you're trying to do something, but I will not be chasing the market, guys. Let this candle kind of finalize. All right, so just kind of looking at the chart, guys, we talked through the top 100 companies that kind of make up NASDAQ. And now, momentum trading, chat, is what I trade. I'm a momentum trader. Sounds like Javier trades momentum as well. He's looking for some setups here based off momentum in the market. So what times a day, I guess, are the best times to trade momentum, right? So that's the question that comes up. And then we'll kind of dig into some of your questions maybe you got for day one. So the reality is, guys, market open at 9:30 is typically going to give you a lot of volatility in the market, right? So if you're a momentum trader, the reason why people gravitate towards market open, either whether that's 9:30, whether that's Globex at 6 o'clock, whether that's Asia session open or London session open, it's because typically that's when there are big players, aka institutions, etc., trading the market, guys. And as a momentum trader, you're just trying to join the party in the direction where they're taking the market, whether bullish or bearish, right? I really don't care what direction, chat, they're gonna take it, right? I really don't care. It's just a matter of me trying to join the party in that direction. So large size candles is what I'm looking for as we get now we get a rejection of that ORB, right? Kind of, you got a nice top wick being put in, got a rejection, some kind of rejection happening, guys, right? But you're looking for large size candles. Notice the size of these candles, chat, right? Like this candle, right? Notice the size of this candle right off the EMAs, right? It's twice or three times the size of this previous bullish candle. So that's telling you that there is a lot of bears stepping into the market to take us lower. So that's what you're looking for, right? You're looking for a retracement after a sell-off back towards some kind of resistance area and rejection off of the resistance area, and then you're looking for momentum to step back into the downside. We got that here, and then you got more continuation down. Hence why I mapped out this level for you to look for as a potential area of interest for a take profit. So just trying to join the party, guys, right? So if we lose 30,309.50 with momentum here, we know that the daily candle low is down here at 216. So 30,216, chat. That would be the level of interest. So, all right. So what pitfalls, what questions did you have kind of starting out for day one, Javier? And then we'll get into more of my agenda that I have here.
So I guess I have different, obviously, like different kinds of questions.
Yeah.
You know, psychological, emotional,
yep,
and obviously just regular market structure. I mean, I don't know about you guys, chat, but for me, the biggest downfall, I guess you could say, in my trading game was my emotional side. I don't know. You know, trading is it's kind of like you got to be a computer, right? So you can't really, you know, as far as tilting, I was just talking about D-Money before we started the stream, that it's, you know, you could make a lot of profit and blow it all in a day.
Yeah.
So you have to have a great amount of discipline to be able to do this, and that's been one of the hardest obstacles for me in the trading game. So as far as the question is just that, like maybe what kind of exercises or what helped you just continue to just, you know, be more obedient, more disciplined into, like, you know, obviously we as traders can put our rules on paper or whatever you want, but when you're in that mindset, when you're in that mode, that like, let's say when you take a loss, it's kind of hard to sometimes swallow that loss. So just kind of maybe some advice or some exercise that us as traders can be able to overcome that, you know, that okay, I just took a loss, let's just chill out, instead of trying to just hop right back into the market, and then you take another loss back to back, and the next thing you know, you got a blown account. So I guess we could just kind of start off with that, is just, I guess, what helped you in your trading journey with your emotional side to just not get tilted, or if you do get tilted, how do you kind of overcome that to where, you know, it didn't affect you in your career?
Yeah, so I think with that question, chat, we get that a lot. I get that a lot in the DMs as well, right? So there's a lot of, you know, hey, mental kind of, I guess, improvement, right? How do I go about it? How do I get stronger mentally taking a loss? So guys, what helped me in the market is using a higher time frame, right?
Yeah,
so if
that's
you look,
good,
yeah. So if you look at the 1 hour chart right now, chat, right? If you look at this 1 hour chart, the 1 hour chart is super bearish. I mean, if the market had enough momentum to close basically below 2 EMAs on the 1 hour chart, guys, that's telling you that there's a lot of selling pressure right now in the market, right? So, but you know what I used to do, chat? I would be shorting now, like trying to short, right? Because I'm like, hey, well, okay, we're going to continue lower, right? And look at the time, chat. It's 10:08 right now. So that means that this is a new 1 hour candle that just opened up, chat. And when you look at the one, you got to be aware. The best advice I can give everybody out there, guys, and you're going to do what you want to do at the end of the day, but D-Money's going to give you what's helped me in my trading. And do I have it all figured out? Absolutely not, right? But I can tell you what's helped me drastically, Javier, right? So if you got to be aware of new 1 hour and 4 hour candles opening, chat, because a lot of times those new candles, even if the previous candle was super bearish, like this example, right, that 9 o'clock candle obviously was bearish, the new candle is going to push up quite often and form some kind of top wick before pushing down. And that's currently what's happening, guys. It doesn't mean that we can't get more selling pressure that steps into the market, but more often than not, nothing's 100% in trading, guys, but when you start kind of digging into this, you're going to see that price on the new candle opens 1 hour, 4 hour chart. A lot of times it will push up, form some kind of top wick, and then start to sell back off to the downside. And what I used to do, guys, I would be shorting down here and going into a new candle open, and I'm like, well, why is price going the opposite direction? Like I'm trying to join the momentum in the market, and not realizing that the new candle has to have a retracement a lot of times as well, guys, because the retracements happen the opposite direction on every time frame, chat. So if you're not aware of that, you could be blindsided, right? And if you look at the retracement right now, right back up on the current candle, I mean, that is over 80 points.
You get stopped out.
So you're gonna get stopped. Or blow your account because you exited. It's gonna drop now, right? And then I just keep reshorting, keep reshorting. So that is what I'm looking at here. So you're looking like is this a double bottom, chat? Right? That's the question. On this 5-minute chart, because you do have a low here, you got a low put in down here, and now you're kind of watching to see if this is going to be some kind of double bottom, right? Also kind of is it a W pattern, because you got the sell-off, you got a push up here, another retracement down, right? Is this going to be kind of like a reversal here, go up and retest 466, right? Remains to be seen, chat. But you got to keep in mind that previous 1 hour candle is super bearish, guys. Super bearish, right? Now you can see exactly what I was talking about earlier. You see now we have a top wick on this current 1 hour candle, right? Because price pushed up and now it's starting to kind of pull back a little bit. So let's see how this plays out. Got to be patient. Need more information, in my opinion. Data candle got faded, ate up. I've noticed data candles tend to do this, let them play out, then price engulfs them in opposite direction. Yeah, a lot of times.
Yeah, I actually learned that from you.
So how do you actually, well, Spencer 83, I am answering his question. I literally said the higher time frame because mentally, right? If how do you get better? It's using the higher time frame, guys, because the higher time frame is going to give you confidence. Even if you get stopped out, right? At least you're aligned with the higher time frame. That's what helped me, chat. Right? So in other words, if the higher time frame is bearish and I'm looking for shorts and I'm shorting the market down, right, after a retracement, etc., at least I'm in line with the higher time frame, right? Now, is every trade going to work out? Absolutely not, right? Taking a loss, guys, you got to realize that it's part of the game. You're going to take losses. You can have the direction of the market right, but maybe your timing's off. Maybe your entry's off, right? The question is going to be, do you have enough confidence to re-enter if you get stopped on the first trade and the momentum kind of continues in your direction, as an example, right? So maybe you got in, let's say you got in for a short here, guys, at 343, price push all the way back to 385. And you're like, man, I just got stopped out. But then you see a candle closure here on the 15-minute chart below the 14 EMA starting to push back down. Maybe that's another re-entry, right? And your stop is above 385 as an example, right? Because sometimes your entry is just off, but you got your direction right. If that makes any sense. So I'm answering his question, Spence. You gotta wait. Unreal. D, you're teaching your competitor too. Great sauce. Yeah, I'm sure he's in the chat. I'm sure. Make no mistake about it, guys. He's probably tuned in. So not much I can do about that, right? So I am waiting to see how we react here at the 14, guys. Bulls are having a hard time kind of keeping us above the 14 EMA at the moment. So we'll see how it plays. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Trying to get to 2,000 likes, guys. We got to get 2,000 likes plus here. We got 1,300 likes, 4,200 people tuned in. We're getting the party started. It's only 10:13. D-Money, I'm good about passing evals and getting a payout, but I cannot do it on multiple accounts, copying. Why do you think that is? It's a mental thing. That's what it is, chat. It's a mental thing, right? So if you can't pass on, you can pass single evaluations, but you can't pass when you're copy trading, you're putting too much weight on copy trading, right? So especially if you're trading the same size. So let's say you're trading one contract per account. Maybe let's say you got 5 accounts and you're throwing on 5 contracts, but it's copy trading, so it's 1 per account. You're putting too much weight on copy trading. That's all, right? And maybe you're not ready to copy trade. I mean, you got to be realistic as well with yourself, right? Maybe you're kind of rushing into copy trading, so maybe you take it one account at a time and pass one account, get funded, get a payout, and then you got to go at your own pace, guys. You're not in competition with anybody. But what I'll tell you is maybe you're looking at that P&L that's flashing across your screen for 5 accounts and you're getting too caught up in that versus having a decent, have your stop loss in that makes sense to you and then actually letting the trade play out. Because at some point you got to let the trade play out, chat. That's just what it is, right? You got to let it play out. You got to put it on. You got to let it play out. Let the probabilities play out how they're going to play out. If you got a winning strategy with a win rate of 70%, you're going to lose 3 out of every 10 trades. That's just the math, chat. Maybe you're putting too much, into, I'm copy trading. And it doesn't matter, guys, if you're copy trading or not, right? If you're trading exactly the same. So just let the trade play out.
Yeah. It's definitely the mental capital side of it. Putting too much stress on it.
All right, where's PW? PW is actually racing this week, guys. Baja 500. I'm going to pin that in the chat because I know that's going to come up.
Shout out to PW.
Yeah, shout out to PW, guys. Best of luck from the BDH fam. I'm going to pin that in the chat because I know somebody's going to bring it up. All right, so perfect example, chat. Right now we are getting a rejection, having a bit of a hard time at the 14 EMA, right? So it looks like bears are trying to step back into the market here. Do they flush us back to 309? That's the question, right? Or do the bulls kind of step back in here with aggression to take us higher? So yoki yoke kind of action happening right now.
Oh, wow.
So people are getting yoked here. I mean, that is a crazy...
Got some news or something?
News or something here, guys.
Heard us say shout out to PW and the market went up.
So yeah, this is not kind of crazy here, actually, to be honest. What a pop. $30,378. Kind of crazy how we get those like crazy pops, guys, and then the market just kind of dies down, right? So I don't know if that was news related, but 5-minute candle hanging out 380 right at the 14 EMA. Let's see how this plays. $30,376.50 is the 14. So you're kind of watching to see if there's a reaction. 15-minute candle is bullish. Top of the range is 462. It's quite the pump there. Measure the range of this candle. 64 points. Yeah, this is definitely trapping in both directions here, guys. I mean, this you gotta love it. I mean, this is you gotta love it, chat.
Somebody said bazooka to stop loss. That's funny.
50 seconds left on the current candle. Waiting to see how this candle closes out. I don't know if that was that news related, chat. Anybody saw anything come out? Javier's been trading for almost 2 years, guys. He's been trading for almost, he said that, right? He's been trading for almost 2 years, so. He is not a brand new trader. He's been trading for 2 years. Well, a year, you said a year and 10 months, right?
Yeah.
Year and 10 months. So we'll wait. We'll kind of see how this candle closes out here. 5-minute chart. Funny thing is, it's a bullish engulfing candle, guys.
Nice pop.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth like price action here, but top of the range, we know where it is, but what direction do they want to take this market? a little bit of a battle right now between the bulls and the bears, guys. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. All right, I like the momentum here off the 14, chat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, this is you know, you got 3 minutes left on the current candle, but it's looking like bulls are stepping in here with aggression. So
I've been long since 382.
yeah, towards back towards possibly 462 here, guys.
Took a nice long there.
See, 15-minute chart. Yeah, I mean, 15-minute looks good. It's holding, but you needed to kind of pick up some steam here. And if this is going to be a V shape, then we're headed back to this level. Chart. Yeah, see. Could get a little hairy here though, because that's the one we're kind of digging into that 1 hour, but it needs to kind of pick up steam here, or else could be in for a bit of a pullback. 403.
That daily candle's crazy.
Yeah, the daily candle looks crazy. So, all right. Yeah, you're looking for, I mean, this is some trickery going on here, guys. But, I mean, it's 462 on a bazooka here in play.
Bazooka.
Back to the top of the range. That's the ORB high, guys, right? We're talking about. So it's not a random number. Is that level in play?
It also bounced off that a nice support level of that double bottom that you called.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if this is a W pattern, we are headed back to the top of the range, guys. That's the thing, right? If this is a true W pattern, chat, W pattern is basically a reversal pattern, right? You get a double bottom, and then you get, so you got selling pressure, push up, selling pressure, push up, and then we get back to 462. I mean, that would be the top of the pattern, right? If this is a true W pattern, we're gonna attempt to make that levels could be in jeopardy of getting hit. So kind of trap some shorts that thought the momentum was going to shift to the downside, and then we just kind of take off. Let's see.
D, you don't use NVIDIA or ES, right, to kind of look at other markets?
Yeah, I don't. PW obviously does. Sometimes, I mean, I'll pull up NVIDIA sometimes, but typically I just kind of ride the momentum here on, when I see it, but I don't have it up all the time.
At that nice middle range, in the middle of the ORB range. Rejecting the 14 minute, the 15 minute.
Yeah, so you can kind of see, guys, that the 30-minute chart's bullish. You got about 4 minutes left on the current 30-minute chart. 15-minute candle, it is bullish. But you know, who's going to win this battle? I mean, that's the question. Bullish engulfing down here. Push up. The next candle. 5-minute chart of roughly... measure that right here. 65 points. So, I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Will it hold? That's the question, guys.
I feel like today's been a little bit choppy, but like pretty good moves at the same time.
Yeah, you've had some chop, and then you've had some but some pretty decent moves as well. I mean, I think it's just a matter of, you know, your entries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, and in the morning you called out that perfect level too that the market hit.
What's the max you can make on a Lucid funded in one day? Yeah, so if you have a Lucid funded account and you're trading, and you're actually trading on the Flex account, if you're funded, there's no consistency rule, so you can make as much as you want, to be honest. All right, so this is, you know, you're kind of watching now. Is this a higher low? That's the question, guys, right? Is this a higher low to kind of push up towards 462? Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so bit of a hard time here, but for the bulls, right? Kind of struggling at the 14 EMA chat.
Yeah.
So something's coming here, because if you can't hold that 14, look out, right? It could be more downside pressure back towards 30,309, guys. And this would be like some kind of higher low, or sorry, lower high, and then we kind of expand here to the downside. So just had a rejection.
Nice push off the 14 EMA.
Yeah, nice push off the 14. I agree. Yeah. All right. So, well, I mean, we're getting the bull step right back in, guys. As soon as it looks like it's pretty dim, I feel like we're just kind of ranging here. That's the thing. Like, we're stuck in a range.
100.
You almost want to map this out to kind of see if we can kind of break it, right? I think that's going to give more clarity. In regards to directional move.
So D, how's the G-Wagon treating you?
Ah, it's good, man. It's good.
Right, smooth, huh?
Yeah, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me... All right, so we'll see, guys. We'll see what kind of happens here. I think it's smart to be patient. I do feel that, I mean, we're not breaking down, so do we kind of push towards 30,462? That's the question. I mean, that's what it's looking like here, that we're going to get a bazooka.
Yeah. Nice push.
40 points, baby. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not, you know, this is a bullish engulfing candle as well on the 5-minute chart, guys. Hold on 1 second here. All right, about 47 seconds left here. For this candle to close out. Bullish engulfing candle 5-minute chart, chat. So you are kind of watching that, right? All right. So bullish closer there, bullish engulfing candle.
Oh man.
Will we break the box? All right. So that's the question.
Did you ever use VWAP, D, or never interested you? It was never in your interest.
I mean, I actually had it on my chart at one point, man, and ended up taking it off. Basically, I putting too much weight on it. So meaning that it was like, oh, it's at the VWAP, it got to bounce, right? Or it's at the VWAP, it got to drop. And then obviously that's not how it works. You got to use it just as confluence. And I was putting too much pressure on myself to kind of use it just to you know, like, oh, it's a make or break. Like, oh, hit, you know, go long right now because of that VWAP. And we know that's not how it necessarily. So I mean, it's gonna work sometimes like that, but that's not how you use it, right? You're supposed to use it as kind of like confluence with price action, I think, and momentum. I think anything works if you use it with price action, right? If price is in a trendy market, putting in higher highs and higher lows as an example, you're in an uptrend. So anything that agrees with that, I think, you know, you're on the right side of the market. That's just how it works. So I'm trying to adjust this mic. All right, so let's see, chat. What do we have here, right? So we're stuck here. You got to be patient, but we know that the level of interest for the bulls is the top of the ORB range. And if we rejected the bottom of the range, then that would be the next logical, I guess, place that price wants to go. The previous 1 hour candle has a lot of selling pressure. We got a heavy retracement to the upside, kind of re-challenging the previous high up here, right? Got pretty close to it. So I think this to be seen who's going to win this battle, guys, right? We had red folder news at 10 o'clock, ISM news that printed out. And that's the only red folder today, chat, unless obviously Iran info comes into play. So we'll see. All right, so we talked about, everybody wants to know, guys, right? So it's day one. Javier talked about he's been trading for almost 2 years, a year and 10 months to be exact. You know, he wanted to know about the mental part of it, you know, as far as taking losses and bouncing back. So the reality is, chat, is that in this game, I mean, 2 years, man, that's not, first of all, that's not a ton of time, right? That's not a ton of time.
Yeah.
So you've already gotten a payout, you said, right?
Yeah, I got a couple last year, and I just submitted for the first ones this year.
Oh, congrats, man.
Oh, yeah, on Friday.
With who?
Apex.
With Apex? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Apex right now, chat, 90% off.
Use code
you know,
PW.
You know the vibes. 90% off using the code PW. So, what size account?
50Ks.
50K
I
account?
tried
Okay.
25 for a little bit, but it was too little of the drawdown, and the target was nice because it's like a $1,500 target.
Yeah.
But then if you know, the $1,500 drawdown is a little bit tight.
Yeah.
So I've been doing 50Ks for pretty much the whole time I trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 50K accounts are a nice, you know, I think it's pretty much evenly balanced, chat,
Yeah.
right? Because if you're looking at Apex accounts and you're like, man, you know, drawdown wise, you're trying to do some kind of comparison. 50K account's going to get you roughly $2,000 in drawdown. So the reality is that, you know, can you trade one contract with that and be comfortable, right? I mean, I think a lot of people can. Price wise, I think the price is pretty attractive price point wise. So let me pull this up real quick, kind of show what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. All right, so what we're talking about here, guys, with Apex, if you're new to the prop firm space, you got options here with Apex, right? So basically right now, you got 2 account sizes, right? So you got end of day drawdown accounts, and you have trailing drawdown accounts, right? So you go to new products here, you can kind of see the breakdown between the 2 accounts. 50K account is the example that I like to use, guys. So for the valuations, you got to make $3,000. Your max drawdown is 2K. Daily loss limit is 1,000. So max contract 6. You got 1 day to pass on these accounts, guys. Make no mistake about it, right? So they're 1 day to pass. Just a matter of you actually, right, being patient enough, right, for your setups. But it is 1 day to pass. Once you're funded, you got 7 days, by the way, to pass the evaluation. Pass the evaluation, you got 7 days to fund the account. And then in the funded account, you're going to get $1,000 daily loss limit. In order to pull out $1,500 on your first payout, you have to hit $3,600, guys, right? So that's the math with Apex. So cool thing about Apex, you can scale to 20 accounts, and no other prop out there right now is offering that. So that's a big win for Apex, guys, right? Use the code PW, 90% off. Apex now has bundling where you can get a 5-pack of trailing drawdown accounts right now, chat, for $19 per account. $95 for 5 accounts, 50K accounts. So that's cray with little Ray. So congrats to you on that payout, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's pending, so waiting to see when I get the approval.
All right, so just kind of hanging out here inside of the box. Will we break it? That's the question. Or are we going to pull back to the downside? So let's see what we got in the chat for questions for you. D, that tape came out. Oh, man, these guys, man.
10-pointer.
All right, so Apex has no activation fee accounts as well as bulk. Yes, they have two options, guys. You can do end of day, you could do bulk purchase for no activation fee. You got two options now. You can do activation fee included or activation fee separate, chat. You got two options. So you are correct on that. So if we break the box, that's the thought process, guys. We head to 30,462 or higher, right? Which is the ORB high. If we break down from here, then we could be looking at a retracement to the bottom of the ORB.
Yeah.
So just got to be patient here and kind of wait. So what other question was kind of pending for you, man, that you had on your mind for day one?
I guess the risk on a trade. I think that's a question that gets asked a lot, but I guess we could just touch up on that, because usually I try to go, so as far as my risk, I usually try to go for so if I'm going long, for example, I try to, we get some nice momentum, create that wick. Like I learned that from you, honestly, and I thank you for that. That's such a huge thing, because like you're saying, I used to do the same thing where I would see the thing go down, and then I wouldn't wait for or go up, whatever the case may be, and I would just go in instead of letting the candle create that wick.
Yeah.
And then I would get stopped out on the pullback. And then when you see that thing go to where you wanted to go, but you got stopped out on that pullback, you're like, come on, man. So I guess that's how I kind of base the trade, is I would put my stop loss if I'm going long at the previous candle's low of that wick.
Yeah.
So is that, I think, I learned that from you. I've been doing that for a while now, and it's working very well. Is that kind of like what you do on your trades as well, kind of just there, or do you maybe, if the trade is working out or is not working out, when is that like click in your mind that's like, no, I should just close this thing?
Yeah, so I mean, like right now, like as an example, right? So like kind of like to your example, you're saying like, okay, if I get into a long, my stop would be like probably below the previous candle's like wick, right? So if you're long right now, your stop might be at 398, right? As an example. So I mean, that's how I trade it, chat. I had to learn that, and the reason why is because I know that, okay, well, if we're not putting in higher highs and higher lows, then are we really kind of trending to the upside, as an example, right? So that's why I would map it out and be like, okay, well, if we're going to continue higher, then we should put in higher highs and higher lows. The previous 5-minute candle's low should not get taken out, and we push out of this thing up towards 450 or higher, right? Would be the thought process. Now, as far as exiting early, I mean, if price is just kind of sitting there, just kind of stalling out, then the reality is maybe, it's time to close it out, right? If price gets stuck in a smaller range, et cetera, right? So if price is kind of stuck here within a 5 or 10 point range, no momentum, and we just kind of move sideways, maybe it's time to close it out and wait for momentum to kind of step back into the market. Example would be breaking outside of this box to the upside, because that would allow us to basically kind of say, okay, well, we had enough time in the box, price finally broke out with momentum to the upside, and now we're trending higher. So also, it's a little bit of feel, because if price isn't doing what you want it to do, like, so you go to the 15-minute chart right now, it had a high put in, but it's not as high as the previous high, right? So it's kind of pulling back, kind of hanging out at that 14. Sometimes you got some intuition here, and you're like, you know what, man? The bulls aren't really being aggressive to kind of take price higher. So maybe, it's time to scrap it. And it's okay to be wrong, man. I think that's the biggest thing, is you gotta, sometimes it's better to be wrong and get out of the trade early versus you just hang on to it just because you have to be right. And that could that can definitely cost you.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So
for sure.
All right, so let's see. Flush McGush. I don't know, man. It's not going anywhere right now. Amazing gems being dropped. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate it. How are you creating that box? Yeah, I get that question all the time, man. Still. Guys, I've shown that like a ton of times. Oh, man. Hold on. So if you go to upper left-hand side of the screen, guys, right? You go to the upper left-hand side of the screen and you click on these things here. You're going to see basically 3 options. You got brushes, shapes, etc., right? You click on rectangle. You literally just click on rectangle, guys, and that's your box. Add it, click the triangle, add it to favorites. It's on your dashboard. All right, here's the longs here, stepping in with momentum, chat. Breaking the box like we talked about, right? So we know that 462 could be a level of interest to the upside here, chat. 30,462, that's the level you're looking at to possibly get hit, right? If they're going to continue the momentum to the upside. So keep an eye out for that level. We know that the 1 hour chart right now, a lot of bullish momentum here, chat. Refusing to kind of flush to the downside. So I know people are trying to short this thing back down, but as of right now, I mean, it's pushing.
Yeah.
Another break outside of the box. Candle closure now. So will the next 5-minute candle push down, form some kind of bottom wick? That's what I would like to see. And then expand higher to the upside.
Got a tiny one. Let's see if we got a bigger one.
Right. So far the higher lows have held up. You got a low, higher low, another higher low. So you would anticipate this current 5-minute candle, chat, to give you another higher low, and then we push up higher. All right, if the momentum is going to continue. So it's 10:50. So let's see if the box gets hit. There's 442.
Nice.
Like I said, guys, that's the kind of like based off the momentum. That's what you're looking at here. So, I mean, that's what I'm seeing in the market right now, right? You're getting higher lows and you're getting higher highs and higher lows being printed. So that's kind of basic price action. Kind of tells you that price is trending in one direction, and you're looking for the continuation, right? You had a bullish engulfing candle here. And let's see if it continues. All right. So your background. So Javier, so what did you do before obviously trading now, right? You've been trading for a year, 10 months. Are you doing it full time? Are you doing it part time? Have you migrated? Like what were you doing before this?
Yeah. So I used to be a technician. I used to be a BMW technician.
Yeah.
So I was working on cars did that for about 7 years. But yeah, I got tired of it. And management so my dealership got bought out by a huge company, and then they ended up changing a bunch of rules. I mean, I don't know if in the chat there's any mechanics out there that work for a dealership. They know how hard it definitely has gotten with warranty claims and just underpaying technicians, and just prices have been crazy. So definitely I got out of the automotive field just because of that. And that's when my brother introduced me to trading, and that's when I just hopped on trading, and I saved up a bunch of money from my 9 to 5, and I kind of just went all in on trading, and just been doing that since.
Okay.
And yeah, man, just, you know, trying to really lock in on trading and just staying faithful to the process. You know, like we talked earlier, I know it's not a easy process, but definitely I tell you guys, if you see your results, if you can compare yourself from a year ago to what you are now, you're on the right track. If you're, obviously if you're seeing progress. So yeah, just a little bit of my background. I'm heavily into cars. So if we have any fans, any car fans in the chat,
BMW.
Shout out to the G-Wagon though. But yes, I love BMWs. Yeah, I worked for Mercedes for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
you got the hookup. Okay.
Yeah, I worked at I went from BMW, and then after that I got a pretty good opportunity at Mercedes.
Yeah.
And then I worked at Mercedes. It was only for like 3 months though, and then that's when I decided, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
So you like BMW better?
Yeah,
like
for
BMW
sure,
better.
for sure. That's all I've owned. That's what I love. And the reason is because when we first moved to this country, the first car my dad bought was a BMW. And when I was like, I remember being like 10 years old, just telling my dad, like, Dad, please, I want this car as my first car. And he saved it until I got my license, and that was my first car. And then just stuck with BMW since.
All right, so coming up on the 1 hour candle closure, chat. Right, so that is always interesting, because the reality is that, are we going to get some kind of push the opposite direction, or are we going to get continuation in this kind of candle closure? So you're always keeping an eye out to see what's going to happen here, right? So current 1 hour candle, super bullish, chat. Right, super bullish. The 14 EMA is sitting at 30,461. So I use EMAs as a lot of times those are actually TPs for me, chat, because they're good areas where if price is in momentum, we are going to push to those areas. Right, that's just what it is. So kind of watching now to see if we get this continuation up here. You got a indecision candle, previous 5-minute chart, having a bit of a hard time kind of finalizing itself out, but we'll see if we hold that box and continue higher. That's the question. So let's see something here.
Mr. Hobby, can we hang out? It's a funny comment.
Hey, okay. You got to see a whole bunch of that, buddy. All right. Now how you create the box, but how do you decide where the box is created? Is it based on 5 minutes? Yeah. So it's going to be based off of whatever time frame you're drawing the support and resistance from. Right? Hold on 1 second here, guys. Let me see something here.
Nice rejection.
Yeah, you got a rejection there off the 14 EMA. Or 50 EMA, yeah. So it's having, it's
might be heading down.
It's slow. It's a slow grind here, chat, right? So how do you draw the box? 5 minute, etc. Yeah, typically these boxes, guys, they're drawn off the higher time frame, because what I'm looking at is support and resistance areas, but it could be drawn off any time frame, right? You're looking at basic support and resistance. So if I'm on a 5 minute chart and I'm looking at an ORB setup, we got the ORB mapped out, and I'm looking to the left, I know that the last time price was actually in this area here, we had a sell-off back to the downside, chat, right? It can be drawn off any time frame. Doesn't matter the time frame, right? But obviously, the higher you go, time frame wise, guys, the stronger the box, right? So if you go to the 4-hour chart and you draw out support and resistance, that is actually going to be a stronger, technically should be a stronger level than a 5-minute chart, as an example, right? So let's see how this plays out going into the candle closure. You got basically 48 seconds on the 1-hour chart. All right, there's your 11 o'clock candle closure. $462 is a level that could be of interest here. And the 1-hour chart, like I said, this is a new candle, right? So it pushed up automatically, formed the top wick. Will it continue higher? We're going to find out. With it, I'm gonna hit the restroom real quick, bro. So I'm gonna put you on solo.
Sounds good.
All right, be right back.
What's up, guys? You have any questions? Any questions, let me know. I'll be reading up on the chat right now. Hope everybody's having a phenomenal Monday. How it's been on the first day so far? It's been great, man. It's been great. They were very welcoming. Showed me around the BDH. I can't believe I'm here, honestly. I'm a little stoked, but yeah, they showed me, Ginger showed me around the place. It was really nice. Obviously, the cars in the back, you know, BDH is definitely cooler than I thought, man. It's a really, really nice place. You like Jerome more or D Money? Well, I haven't had the chance to meet Jerome. I hope I get to meet him. I'll punch him in the face. He owes me money. Best believe I'm gonna try to get that money back from Jerome. Wait, you're permanently streaming as part of the PW show? No, I am not. I am not. I hope so. I hope PW will give me a chance. That'd be dope. But I am not. I'm just on the mentorship right now. I was chosen for D Money to just do a mentorship. I believe it's only a week. So I'll be here for this week. Trying to pick D Money's brain a little bit. Are you going to be streaming here now? No, I'm not. What contract and size did you use in the Apex 25 accounts? Dude, usually just one. If you're, you know, for 25 account, one mini is a lot, honestly. If you're not going with micros for the 25K. Javier, are you going to do live trades? I want to see how you move. I don't know. It's up to them. I'd be more than willing to do that. I've taken a couple trades already today, but it's up to them. Javi the Great, what was your biggest win in a trade? I mean, I full ported evals before, you know, like I don't even know if you call that a winning trade. I mean, you know, it's kind of a weird question. Dream BMW, I would say, man, that's a tough one. E36 M3s have my heart. Have you met Lil Ray Ray? I have not. I have not met Lil Ray Ray, but I hope I can meet Jerome so I can get my money back. What time frame you like to trade on? I used to be a very heavy 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15-minute trader, and that I just kept blowing accounts. It was just too much noise. And since I started watching D-Money, I started focusing on the higher time frames, and that has changed my trading career for sure. Because like D-Money always says, higher time frames are always gonna win. You know, if you compare a 1 minute to a 1 hour or 4 hour, it's just noise. It's just noise. So I like to focus on the higher time frames and try to snipe an opportunity on the 5 minute chart. I never use the 1 minute anymore. Ever since I stopped using the 1 minute, I stopped blowing accounts, honestly, or at least as much as I used to. Respect the vibe by work on the hair mic. Dang, bro. I'm coming with a hat tomorrow, guys.
Oh man.
I'm coming with a hat tomorrow, guys. This is crazy. The hair's getting flamed. Careful in the bathroom, D-Money. Jerome could hit anytime.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hey, I heard
guys.
Ginger was part of that, bro. So you gotta watch your back. You gotta watch your back on that, bro.
I know, right?
How are they gonna lock D-Money in the bathroom, bro? How do you? Oh, okay.
All right, so let's kind of see what we got here, guys.
Wow, that 5 minute. Did you see that 5 minute candle? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Push right back up here. Like I said, I mean, it kind of seems like we're just slowly grinding to the upside, chat. I mean, that's what it seems like, right? Every pullback is an opportunity to get long, and we could be headed up to that 462 level or higher. So. We'll see how this plays. Got the level kind of mapped out. Somebody's going to say I didn't talk about it, but I mean, that's life.
She gone. Can we hit the top of the ORB? Let's see.
Traderify talking about you, D-Money. Hey, I mean, good or bad?
Who?
Good or bad, chat? So, talks of a ceasefire if U.S. keeps attacking Lebanon. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. Not too hot in my Traderify account right now. So, I mean, I know we got to update at 12 o'clock. Not lying either, guys. So we'll have to see how that kind of plays out. But got yoked on a trade, so gonna have to play catch up here, probably for the rest of the afternoon, to be honest. So we'll see how it works, how it plays. But you are targeting that level we talked about multiple times. All right, getting close. We just tapped actually the box, and now you're getting a pullback. The reason why that box was a level of interest, chat, 200 EMA, and then obviously the ORB, right? So you're into the new candle, 1 hour chart, and you got a bottom wick that was put in, 30,413 up to the EMA 30,457. So just a matter of, is there going to be some kind of continuation? Well, I mean, it's looking like that right now. That's what it's looking like. So let me check something here. Nice.
Super bullish.
Yeah, the 4 hour is definitely bullish. I mean, that candle is bullish.
Even the daily candle was extremely red. Like it pushed all the way down to that bottom ORB. So I mean,
yeah, this is a nasty. So this is a nasty. So to be honest though, chat, right? This is a nasty.
Yeah.
Daily candle. Because you got that long bottom wick. And long top wick. So definitely been a battle so far between the bulls and the bears. And you're kind of, we're caught in the middle of this, because if you're trading, obviously that means that there's some back and forth kind of action. You can see it right now with all these wicks, right? When you get wicks on both sides of the candles, that is a kind of basically an indication that there's a battle going on between the bulls and the bears. So you are probably better off getting in on a retracement on the open of a new 5-minute candle. As an example, guys, like price pushes down, form the bottom wick, you're trying to enter there and then try to ride it up if they're going to push it, right? Because if not, easy to get chopped.
Yeah, definitely.
Easy to get chopped. So schedule today, guys, we'll do the same schedule. We're going to actually wait. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. So we'll go 9 to 12:30, come back 2 o'clock, go 2 to 4. So that'll be the schedule. Just a heads up on that, right? So we will be rocking out obviously this afternoon.
Let's go. See if we can at least get some continuation to the bottom. It just keeps going down and up. Maybe break that 14 EMA, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting...
I mean, this whole session we've just been in that range, the ORB. That's it.
Yeah, we haven't been able to break back above it. So typically, I mean, at some point, right, we've made an attempt to get back above the ORB high, could not do it. So now you are questioning if the bulls have enough energy to take us up there, right? So the reality is that, well, I mean, this area needs to hold, in my opinion, short term, chat, right? These lows, you are looking to see if they hold. Because if they cannot, maybe we're going to get a deeper retracement to the downside. Push right back up.
That's nasty.
Yeah, push right back up here, guys. So that's what I'm saying, right? It's like you almost want to enter on the wicks, on the retracement, kind of visualizing a bottom wick, and then you get the expansion higher. Trying to target 462. All right, there's 450, got 12 points more, right, for that 462 pop. 454. Be hard to think that they don't actually pop it, right? I mean, at this point, but
let's see if we could break that 200 EMA.
give me 1 second here. So
there's the push.
yeah, there's a push. 462 is the area. Yoked it right back. All right, so let me see something here. Source. Capture.
There we go. Testing that ORB. Do we have any? Nice. Looking pretty bullish. Let's see
Yeah.
if we could hold that.
Yep. So 30,464. There's the break, guys, to the upside. So finally breaking out above 464. Top of the range. Level that we had mapped out.
Yeah. Now the question is, can we hold that, or it just comes right back down? Let's hope we can hold it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we get momentum kind of stepping in here, we're going to probably make an attempt to go higher, guys, right? So 30,536 is that daily candles high. That would be the long-term kind of target TP area.
Do you ever look at Asia highs and Asia lows?
Occasionally, I mean, I have them. I mean, I used to have an indicator on my chart, to be honest.
Yeah.
For that, but I took it off as well. I had to clean them up, man. I had too much
stuff going on. Yeah.
Like going on, but I'm aware of them on the chart, right?
Yeah.
I'm aware of that level. A lot of times you do get price action that kind of reacts at the Asia high
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, PW said that in one of the streams that usually like runs overnight highs and then it'll come and retest it a lot of the times.
All right, so if you took the long, you got paid, guys, on the break of 462. Drop a W in the chat. You got to love it. Mark is in a chop zone. Wait for breakout.
W's in the chat. Nice.
All right, now maybe you get some kind of pullback. Let me take this off now.
Javier's a pro already? Not yet.
All right, so 30,468 here, guys. Here comes the expansion. Yeah, I mean, bulls are looking strong here. And like I said earlier, chat, you would be kind of targeting. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but there is a lot of, right? It took us all this time to get above the ORB, chat. So that's the crazy part, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 11:20. We've seen longer than that, but it's 11:20. So it took us over an hour to kind of break out in one direction. So is this the one-sided move here? Meaning that we're going to continue now up towards 20,536, guys. Daily candle. High from Friday. In full transparency, like I said, guys, not my best. I got yoked actually on the longs on the Tradeify account. Had a nice cushion there and got yoked on some of that kind of whippy price action. So gonna have to try to play catch up going into 12 o'clock in this afternoon. So we'll see how that works. See if it's possible or not. I don't know. I know the guy had a nice cushion already. He was up like $600, $500. So might be done data today for D Money in the Tradeify Grand Cup. We'll find out.
Come on.
But I do like the kind of like momentum building here. You can see 5-minute chart, guys. I mean, a very strong kind of momentum push. This would be the area of interest. So, all right, let's see how it plays, because you're getting the momentum kind of stepping in. You got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. No bottom wick on that candle, but a lot of buying pressure off of 462 to the upside here. So if you're trying to short this thing right now, might not be the best idea, especially after we've had over an hour of consolidation kind of stuck below the ORB, guys. See how we had that slow kind of grind, nasty price action back and forth, finally got the breakout. So not something you probably want to short. Might be a pullback around 500. Yeah, possibly. That's a nice psychological number. You guys know how to trade that. So yeah, that 500 level could be a level of interest for these guys for the bulls before they pull it back.
I was gonna ask you that, D. When you say like psychological number, what exactly do you mean by that? Like just
Yeah, so I used to trade quarters theory, and the thought process behind quarters theory, guys, is basically price moves in quarters, right? So you'll say like 250, 500, right, etc., or like the even number.
Yeah.
So I don't use that anymore on my chart because there's indicators for it, but I still have it in the back of my mind. So if I know that price is kind of sitting there below 500, that's a nice psychological number. Obviously, you got 25 and 25 is 50, right? So that would be like the quarters theory 500 level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then 75 technically, so it'd be like, you know,
Okay.
and then the even number. Yeah. So that's how it works. So I just kind of combine that with price action and momentum trading, and kind of like, okay, well, I can get some TPs based off of that.
Yeah.
Or potential target areas.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that it's gonna always hit, chat. So don't misquote me on that. I'm not saying that those numbers have to hit, but quite often, more than not, when prices and momentum, they do get hit. Levels get hit. So. All right, so, but I mean, we had the break of 462. We talked about that level multiple times, chat, before getting, you know, before it played out. So you got to love that. Now it's just a matter of, does the continuation happen here to the upside, right? The current 1 hour candle is super bullish. You got a nice bottom wick. It's above the 14 and the opening range high. So you love that. I think the 30-minute chart, chat, is going to be the telling candle here. You got about 4 minutes left on that candle, right? And you're looking to see if this candle closes bullish above the ORB high, 30,462.25. Because if it can do that, then, hey, maybe we get some kind of push down on a new candle, form a bottom wick off the ORB high, and then expand higher to the upside. But this is clearly a V-shaped recovery. You can kind of see that, guys. So when we say V-shaped recovery, what you're looking for is selling pressure in the market to the downside, and then you're looking for basically the bulls to step in and push price right back up, and that's a V-shape, right? See how it looks literally like a V. So that's the definition of a V-shaped recovery, and we're in the midst of it right now. So it is clearly happening. So if you're trying to short, I saw somebody say, wait for a breakout, right? Because it wasn't clear. And they were probably looking at all these wicks, because the wicks are a little concerning here, right? You got top wick, bottom wick, top wick, bottom wick, top wick, bottom wick. And it's easy to get tripped up on that price action, guys. But if price is still putting in higher highs, then the trend obviously is to the upside. So longs for me still in, Ramos? Yeah. Kind of see here, I mean, another reaction off the ORB, guys, right off 462, right back up to 477. So if you're a bull, you would expect continuation here to the upside, right? Another basically high being able to be put in. You definitely don't want to see us break down back below the ORB high, though. 30,462, chat, because we could be coming back to retest the 14 EMA, which is currently sitting at 30,437. They want to know what part of Colombia are you from Javier?
So I'm from Bogota, guys. I put it in the chat. Colombia, Bogota. Yeah, I saw a couple of those questions. Sorry, guys, I didn't answer them. I'm from Colombia, Bogota. Any Colombians in the chat? Parce. Yeah, usually the first thing that people say.
All right, so 30,483 kind of holding up here. You're waiting to see if you get a break above previous candle high towards that 500 level. Nice round psychological number here. Somebody said, are you from Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, they said you're a plug, man. All right, so we got you covered, guys. Weather report here for Fort Lauderdale. If you thought I forgot, you're highly mistaken. So we're going to do the weather report. Current temperature at the moment is 88 degrees. High today is going to be 90. You got a low of 78 overnight. Unfortunately, we got a 40% chance of rain coming up here at 3 o'clock, chat. So that's not great. Looks like we're going to have rain in the forecast until 8 o'clock. And then you got sunset coming up at 8:08. So look at the pop here, chat, to the upside.
Oh, my gosh.
You got to love it. Hey, what level did we talk about Javier getting hit? What level? Chat, what level did we talk about?
Come on, guys.
Getting hit here, chat?
Don't say he didn't say it.
You know what's great about this, guys,
box,
is that the box is still on the screen. So that's the great part about it, is that you can't say
The box.
that we didn't talk about this, guys. So drop a W in the chat if you caught the long. 30,536 got hit and it got tapped. So
Let's go. I was actually in that long too.
you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
W's in the chat, guys. W's in the chat.
So that's the funny part, guys. I said I know it sounded strange when we were down here talking about that level, but I mean,
come on, man.
come on, man. Hey, I don't even have to say it. Javier's gonna say it here,
Hey,
chat.
bro, I've watched you too long to know exactly.
Oh man! So
I got
the good
the
thing is
ad-libs.
I'm back positive here, guys, in the Tradeify account. I doubt if it's gonna be enough though, so it's gonna have to be a pretty eventful afternoon, to be honest. But obviously, I caught that pop, but you know, had to come back on that account. So we'll see what the 12 o'clock update looks like.
Javier's all of us right now. Yep.
So, all right. So the box, the reason why, guys, that was a level of interest is because that was yesterday's, or Friday's, I should say, daily candle high, chat, right? 30,536. So if you go to the daily chart now and you look at this daily candle, I mean, that is cray little ray, guys. Keep in mind, though, we still have up to 30,595. So there's still room to the upside. So
it's beautiful. Wow.
D-Money's a time traveler. His levels always get hit. Yeah, they don't get hit all the time, chat, right? But they get hit a lot of the time. So kind of crazy how that works, but it's true. News candle, something about Lebanon couldn't hear it all the way. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me if it's Lebanon, LeBron James, whoever it is, guys, right? The reality is that you're trading price action. So you're basically joining the momentum in the direction of, right? That's all you're trying to do, is be on the right side of the momentum, guys. That's it. I don't care how they get priced to the box. I just needed to hit the box. If that makes any sense. All right, so it's 11:34, 30-minute candle. Crazy push. And now this level up here, guys, would be the next level, right, that you're kind of looking for if the momentum is going to continue. So that puts us at that 596, the previous high, or the high that was put in pre-market, right? Pre-market open, because these are your overnight. So Javier was talking about that earlier, right? You look at Asia session, high and low, and then obviously this is overnight high and low, like London session. And that's the next level that if we keep the momentum going, we're
got that mapped out as well.
Yeah. So let's see. Pivot point at 555. Yeah. I mean, you got to be smart now, right? Because you had that huge momentum candle. Let's map out the level here. 70 points. Do we got enough to go higher? Right? Is there enough steam to go higher, guys? Up towards 590.
D, how do you feel about break evens? Like, I know I've never seen you do it on your charts.
Really put them on, yeah.
But how do you feel about that? Is that something you just don't like to do? You like to let the trade play out more? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little, I mean, the problem with NQ is that you get so much movement, man, that it's like sometimes you can easily get stopped. As we get more upside here, guys, you can easily get stopped if you put it at break even. So does it work? Absolutely, right? It's going to protect you. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. It's a smart idea because it's going to protect you from maybe taking a loss that you don't want to take, as an example. So the reality would be is that there's nothing wrong with it. Probably a good idea. And, you know, especially if you're starting out, I just like to kind of give it breathing room. Right. So if my stop is 15 points, I'm willing to give it 15 points, because the thought process is if we're going to take that stop out, let it take it out. I mean, it is what it is, man. Right. Okay. So, you know, I'm 100% okay with that. It's just a matter of, you know, I guess being comfortable.
Yeah. No, and like you said, that just NQ whips so hard that I do it a lot. Like, I have a rule that, like, for example, if I'm targeting 20 points, if my trade goes up 10 points, I usually move it to break even. It's like a safety function, like you said. But it happens a lot also, where it's like hits my break even and then boom, comes right back up. So I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it's like, you know, I guess subjective a little bit, but
yeah.
Second here. All right. So I think it's smart to be patient, chat, right now, because we're at a daily level, and those daily levels, people always want to know, like, D Money, why do you map out these daily levels at the start of your session? The reason why is because a lot of times you will get some pretty good price action at those levels, chat, right? So you can see 30,536 was the high of Friday's candle, 30,216 was the low. And when you have that mapped out, you go to a lower time frame. Now you're waiting for some kind of reaction at the levels, chat, right? Whether that be we get a break through it, we get a pullback, maybe a higher low, and then we expand higher towards the box, as an example. Or we just flat out reject this 530.36 level and we sell back off to the downside, right? So you got to be smart. You got to be cautious of the price action. So I am waiting to see how this 5-minute candle closes out, guys. I need to get more information now, right? We had a high that was put in, but we got to pull back pretty much immediately there. So change this really quick. There's the rain. As promised by the forecast.
Per D Money weather forecast. I need to get you a screen in the back.
Is it raining, D Money? Yeah, it's raining outside, guys. At this point, would you trade a reversal or continuation? Yeah, so if you're looking at the chart and you're trying to figure out, you know, what to do, well, I need a clean rejection off of the daily candle high, guys, right, to probably want to short this. Because I've seen more often than not, a lot of times it looks like we're going to reject, and then we're going to push right back up, right back above that daily candle high of 536. So I need to be careful. And you can see it right now. You're getting a bit of a wick off. Some wicky action here, chat. Hence why I hence why I wanted to wait right back above the daily candle high at the moment. So I would love to see a cleaner rejection. Yes. So we are in South Florida. Really enjoying these streams. They are aggregated so much to my learning process. I've only been trading for a month. Hey, Daniel. Hey, that's great to hear, man.
At the right spot.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So. So nice bottom wick, current 5-minute candle, guys, pushing up here. And more continuation, right? So, I mean, that is be a sign that the bulls are stepping in.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of refusing to let it flush my gush here.
Looks like they won the Asia high. 30,593.
All right, so you got your 15-minute candle, getting ready to close out. Super bullish. So we've got above, obviously, daily ORB high, 462, pierced above daily candle high from Friday, and we're just kind of stalling now. So need to wait for something very convincing here, chat. The current candle has not been able, however, to take out that previous candle's high. So what I'm looking for, you're always trying to read price, and it doesn't mean that you're going to have it 100% right all the time, guys, because you're not a robot, right? So, but you see a high put in here, previous candle 30,554, and then you see the next candle having a hard time challenging that high, right? About 12 seconds left. So let's see how this candle closes out.
Might consolidate for a little bit. Pick a direction.
Yeah, so doji candle, guys. So this is an indecision candle. When you hear me talking about doji candles, chat, I'm basically saying that, you know, this is the candle that I'm talking about, right? You got an indecision candle, and that a lot of times that candle just simply means that it can mean a couple things, that there's a battle going on between the bulls and the bears, but it also can mean that the bullish momentum to the upside has temporarily stalled, and we're going to get some kind of reversal, right? It could be a reversal pattern, it can be a neutral pattern, or candle that prints. So you need to kind of let price do its thing and tell you, right, give you more clues, because right now we know that it's a lower high previous candle, right, compared to this 1135 candle, but is it just a stall and we expand higher, or are we going to reverse? So need more information. Can't really react to that candle just yet, because it's right off of the daily candle level, chat, as well. So got to be mindful of that. So Javier, what other question you got for day one, man? Just so we make sure we're hitting them all.
I guess we could go to you said I think you took your first payout, you said, after like 2 years of trading, right? Yeah, so kind of like, I feel like for me that's what it's been. It's like I feel like there's like a thing, like I don't know, like a mental trigger, I guess, that you have to hit, that it's like it's doable.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if that happened to you after like your first payout. You're like, okay, this is something that I'm able to do, and then maybe you were able to get a little bit more consistent after that. So like, is that kind of how it was for you as well? Like you hit that payout and then you were like, okay, you know, finally all the hard work that I've been putting in, it's actually, you know, showing some results.
Yeah, so it took over 2 years, guys. I'm very open about that. The reason why is because I think people need to know that your journey might be a little different than everybody else. Maybe, you know, I know that for a fact there's people in the chat that have gotten quicker payouts than obviously yourself, because you haven't even been trading for 2 years yet. So you got, right? So, yeah, I mean, but once I got that payout, I think it proved to me that, number one, this is real.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
that I can do it. Like, okay, well, hey, I got a payout. So the second thing is it does something for you mentally, guys, where now all of a sudden, you know, you're like, well, wait a second, chat, like, right? Am I, you know, this thing, I can really capitalize on this if I wait for A+ setups and kind of do the same thing over and over. I could be in a situation where I'm starting to kind of move the needle, right, in my trading. So, and then possibly scale, because that's the first thing I thought about when I got that first payout, right? I'm like, okay, well, how can I scale this thing and make it better? Trade copying, right? Somebody talked about that earlier. They had a question on trade copying. So, yeah, I mean, that was it. 2 years in, and keep in mind, guys, there was a lot of in that first 2 years without getting a payout. And I'm not sure if your story is the same, but there was a lot of outside noise.
Yeah.
So there's people that was basically telling me, chat, that this isn't going to work. It's 100%. Not for me. And how much money are you putting into this thing? And why are you still trying to give this thing and some effort when you haven't got a payout yet? Because if you got a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, or a husband, family member, whatever, chat, that maybe they're old school thinkers where they don't think outside of the box.
Yeah.
It may hurt you because
100%.
they're just looking at, hey, you got a conventional job. Like, why are you putting your energy in something that's not, you might not get money from?
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend, right? Oh, like it's are you going to be able to pull money out of this thing, or are you just dumping money into it?
Yeah.
So you got to be able to block out the outside noise. I'm a firm believer, guys. It doesn't matter if it takes you, some time to get to a payout. Once you reach that payout, you do have I think a confidence boost.
Yeah.
And you're also going to realize that it's realistic, right? That you can do it. Right now, discipline still needs to be in play, because what happens is you can get almost too cocky getting that payout.
Yeah.
Right? So you're like, I've heard people tell me, they'll be like, oh, I got it figured out now, right after they get that first payout.
Then you get humbled.
Chat.
Get humbled real quick.
You don't have it figured out.
Yeah.
After that first payout, you might think you have it figured out, but you don't, right? So you did something that 90+% of people will never be able to do, and that's the reality, whether you guys believe that number or not. But you can get humbled real quick, because you can be almost on a high and you're thinking that everything is going to be peaches and cream, and then all of a sudden it isn't, guys, right? So just be mindful of that you can kind of be, kind of rolling like, oh, I'm invincible now. And then you just don't stick to your rules. Maybe you kind of flip back to old bad habits, right? Yeah. Too large of a stop loss, trying to trade with too much size, and then all of a sudden you blow up, right? Exactly, yeah. I say this all the time. We still need to get that number, guys. I'm actually disappointed in myself, because I wish I would have got that from Simba and Brett Simba that was here Friday, to figure out what the percentage of traders that blow their account after their first payout, right? Just to kind of know.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it has to be high.
Yeah.
Because of the stuff that we're talking about.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, for sure. What you say is very important. Yeah, it could definitely put more pressure already than what trading already is that the whole family aspect and people, thinking that you're just. Because, I mean, it takes a lot, I feel like you got to be a little bit crazy to do this. Because it's like, think about it. You're sitting behind screens for years. For years, for some people, that before they make $1. And then you also got to think about all the money you've already put into it. You know what I'm saying? So it takes definitely a certain kind of grit to continue and but I think it's rewarding. That's what just keeps me doing this. That I feel like if you stick to it, you're patient with yourself and you have faith. Yeah. Why not? If I always tell people, I'm like, unless you really hate this, if you hate this, just don't do it. But if you have, you have like some kind of passion for the trading and you truly believe in the results, then I think it could be very rewarding. So definitely that's why I stuck to trading. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to have a strong mental state, guys. Make no mistake about it. You need to actually believe in yourself more than anything, because you are going to have outside noise that tells you that maybe it's not the right thing to do. Because a lot of times, guys, unfortunately, family members, spouse, etc., they're kind of projecting on you what they kind of struggle with, right, in life. A lot of times people they don't want to take any kind of risk. They're 100% comfortable kind of working a standard job, and that's it, right? Nothing additional. Hey, I work my 40 hours, I go home. I'm going to do that until, I retire. And if you want more out of your life, you're going to have to actually have a level of confidence that, it's unbreakable. Yeah. That's just what it is, chat. I saw somebody said they got 11 payouts and they don't have it figured out. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Right? You never have it all figured out, chat. You basically just, you're going to get to the point where you have your edge, whatever that may be, whether that's momentum trading, whether it's support and resistance trading, right? Whatever it is, and you're going to be fine with your strategy. You're going to realize that, okay, hey, my strategy prints, 60 to 70% of the time win rate. So that means I'm going to lose 6
I'm gonna lose 3 or 4 out of the 10 trades that I take based off of my win rate, and be okay with that, right? You gotta, but if you give yourself enough ammunition, meaning that you don't kind of have these crazy stop losses, etc., guys, you're giving yourself more skin in the game, and that's all that, you know, that's what it's about, because you're gonna have some trades that don't work out. That's just what it is,
That's
chat.
part of it, yeah.
So perfecting your edge and actually being comfortable when your edge doesn't work. Because I think in that first 2 years for me, chat, what I would do is I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try this today. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to try something else.
Yeah.
So I was basically switching back and forth
Me
between
too,
strategies, right? Strategy
Yeah.
to strategy to strategy. And then all of a sudden, right, I'm 2 years with no payout.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, and I think also making a window that's just, you know, a lot of, like for me especially, like I would be like, oh, by year one I should already be doing this. By year two I should already be doing this. I think that it's a little delusional, you know, like you said, everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know, for the people that are profitable and make, you know, consistent payouts within a year, bro, like great on you. You know, I take my hat off for you, but it's like, okay, also if it takes you a little bit longer, you know, it's not like trading is not like, okay, year one you're guaranteed this, year two you're guaranteed this, year three you're guaranteed. No, everybody has their own journey and their own different ways of learning.
Absolutely.
Their own work to put in, you know. Everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. And when I changed that idea in my head that it's like I don't have to be like the guy that got a payout in a month, you know, then that kind of also takes a little bit of pressure off you as well.
Yeah.
Because when you're trading, like when you're trading where you're like, okay, I got to do this. I got to make this money. I got to make this money. I got to make this money.
Yeah.
If not, I'm a failure. Then you're messing with your psychology.
Yeah.
And you know, that could take a toll on you, on your trading, on your results. So I think that's also very important, is just to stay in your own lane, man. Stay in your own lane.
All right. So I see a question here that looks like a pretty good question. Let me see. I want to make sure I cover it, chat. I can relate to that, my brother, one step at a time. You get a good reaction off that daily level. D, did you get a good reaction? Yeah. I mean, it clearly rejected back down. So there's another question. All right. This is a question I wanted to answer, chat. D-Money Help. I'm always too eager to enter a trade, which leads to poor entries. But when I wait for a confirmation, my entries often end up being too late. Yeah. So, I mean, trading a lot of times, chat, it is intuition as well, right? This is why I kind of say what I say. You're going to have to enter, right? I mean, there's no way, you know, will you get your entries perfect? Sometimes you're going to get lucky and they're perfect, chat, but very rarely are you going to have a perfect entry, right? Like I'm just throwing it out there, guys, right? So, because if you're too busy trying to get a perfect entry, you might miss the moves because you don't know. I mean, a lot of times you get in and price has a deeper retracement than maybe you thought, but then it ends up going in your direction. So all you can do is, I think you're better off kind of measuring your trades based off of risk that you're putting on and knowing that, okay, you guys hear me say that a lot. Okay, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to give it more than 10 points, or I'm not going to give it more than 15 points, because if it drops, as an example, lower than that, then maybe I need a lower entry, right? And I'm not willing to widen my stop loss. I would rather exit the trade and then re-enter, guys, at a lower price, if that makes any sense, and try to ride it up, right? So I think stop focusing on the perfect entry and then just try to take the same setup over and over, right? That's it. That's all you can do, guys. I'm getting paid $7,500 across 5 express funded accounts. Thanks, D-Money. Hey, Axe Manny, you did all the work. Congrats. I'm happy for you. I don't hit buy or sell for you, so congrats. Thanks for your answer. I appreciate that. Love your channel, guys. Hey, appreciate the kind words. I would rather miss the target than never taking a risk and going nowhere. Exactly. Yeah, you got to take the risk, chat. I mean, that's just what it is, right? You take the trade, you let it play out. If it doesn't play out, then, you know, there'll always be another setup. But
yeah,
I'm in a stage right now where I can pass accounts and take payouts and then blow accounts and redo it all over, and I'm in that cycle for months. How can I break that cycle and be actually consistent, D? I think not, so maybe take a break after you take that payout. Right? I know people don't want to hear that, chat, but
Yeah, that's
maybe
true.
take a short break, because you know you got so much energy kind of riled up when you get that payout, guys, and you're so anxious a lot of times. I remember like being anxious, and like I get a payout, and then like Sunday I'm gonna trade Sunday open, and I rarely trade Sunday open, but all of a sudden, since I got the payout, right, I'm gonna trade Sunday open because I can't wait. And I'm talking about Sunday night, chat. Globex open. I rarely trade that. So for some reason, after a payout, you're like, hey, I can do it, right? I'm gonna go, and that's not my session. So nothing wrong with taking a day or two off and kind of regrouping, and maybe that'll help, right? So maybe try that. So I don't know, guys. You got the update coming up here for Tradeify. Not looking good for me, to be honest. I'm not lying on this one, by the way, chat. Unless that guy kind of bombed it, you know, we'll see. So my account's green, but not by much, right? Had to fight back. So if the only way that I think I would be good here is if he had a womp and got chopped on a trade and couldn't fight back, right? So not looking forward to this 12 o'clock update, I'll say that. So we'll see how it's gonna update here in a second. We'll see where we're at, but not looking forward to that update, chat. Oh, so I guess he only took, well, that's not right, because it's still showing the same balance. Yeah, I'm getting smoked here, guys. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, so I'm down here in the Tradeify contest. I was, you know what's crazy about it? I would have been winning right now by like 500 bucks, but I got yoked. All right, so this is the update here. I am down by $736, guys. So it's not looking good for D Money. I was up I think to $1,500, and had to fight back. Took a couple losses there, got yoked, and had to ride the momentum. So this person's up $700, so it's not looking good for D Money. So we'll see what happens this afternoon. Obviously, the next update's at 3, and you have technically until 5. So we will see. So the run could be over. Could be over, chat. We'll see how this plays out.
I believe in you, D.
Oh man.
Believe
Hey,
in you, man.
hey, somebody does at least. So all right, kind of hanging out here, 30,524, guys. Will we break back above 536? I mean, you talk about that. I mean, you need basically to even be tied with the guy. That's basically I'm gonna need 70 or 80 points here, chat.
Somebody said nice knowing you, D.
He goes. Yeah, I'm not perfect either, chat. I mean, it's you know, it's always, I knew that this person, like they've been positive. I think the last round they had like $2,000, $2,200, and I was at like 1,500, and I'm like, I don't know if that's enough. So I kept pushing and paid for it. So we'll see what happens. Next update's at 3 o'clock. Oh man. We believed. Yeah. I think we all did. That's for sure. So that's the update, chat. Just show it one more time here. I'm down in the hole 737. So you gotta love it, or in my case, you gotta hate it, because because I'm down. But hey, you can't win them all.
So, but how does that work? Until 3 o'clock is when you have a chance to just make more profit than him?
Yeah, so it doesn't close out until 5.
Okay,
but
5.
3 o'clock is the next update, and he has a pretty big lead there. So,
I mean, at 3 o'clock he could just be down then, right? Like.
Well, so the
you
question
never
is,
know.
does he keep his foot on the gas, or does he not basically trade, right? Because he's kind of like, okay, I know he saw that update. He's like, oh, I'm up $700. Like,
yeah.
do I just, let it sit? And I don't think, Denny would probably know, there's certain pairs I don't think that are allowed, right? So.
In D Money we trust. Come on, chat. We gotta support him, man. Make that comeback. Mr. Hobby, do you have a water balloon fight with me and D Money? What?
Oh man, here we go.
I think I'm done reading this.
D Money, are you back at 2 p.m.? Yes. So the schedule today, guys, we're going to be back at 2 o'clock, rocking out 2 to 4. Make no mistake about it. So we'll have more of the mentorship agenda to cover this afternoon. Anything Javier has on his mind for day 1, and then obviously any kind of questions you guys have. So it looks like gold's allowed, but no silver. So that's very interesting here. So can't trade. You can trade gold, but you can't trade silver. Make no mistake about it, guys.
Yes, I do live in Florida. Cambo.
Denny shot you a quick text. Got a question for you on something. All right, chat. So kind of hanging out here, 30,502. So let's see. Will this thing hold and push back towards 536, or do we lose? The 14 EMA sitting at 30,490. So let me see something real quick here, guys. Got to be a little strategic here. This guy. So wick up.
Worst comes to worst, we have Jerome Fullport.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's see something.
But you were able to already make some money on that, right? On that competition.
Yeah, I took out $5,000.
Yeah,
so I mean,
you got some.
yeah, but I mean, obviously, I would love to win, guys, right? So, or
Yeah, of course.
I'm a competitor, just like the next person. So,
It's 5,000 for Olive Garden.
so we'll see what happens here. All right, so just having a hard time. Price is kind of stuck. At 508. And you got the 14 here. If we lose the 14, guys, 462 could be in play to the downside. Kind of building out some kind of, feels like support off of the 14 EMA. But is it short-lived? That's the question.
D-Money and Javi need to play a game of horse. Oh, man. I don't know if D-Money's ready for that.
Yeah, it's freaking raining out there. So, yeah, just kind of watching here, guys, to see how this price action plays out. Because that higher time frame is looking bearish here.
Yeah.
So,
Push down.
yeah, look out here for potential for 462 to get tapped. And that's the ORB high, guys. That's what we're referring to now, right? So the ORB high is 30,462. Will it get tapped to the downside? The reason why I'm saying that is because the high, you know that the 14 on the 1 hour chart's at 30,468. So there's quite some room, quite a bit of room to the downside here that could be in play. I hate when I do that. Just move my level. Hold on a second here. Yeah, 462.25. So yeah, that's, you had like a bit of a consolidation there. If you draw out the box, kind of like off of this level, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. And then you had a break out of it. If you want to kind of map out that high, that's fine, right? But then you had a break to the downside. So bit of a consolidation. Lost to 14 below 30,490. And 462 is about 10 points from here to get tapped, chat. About a minute, 56 seconds left on the current candle. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Trying to get to 2,000 likes. Keep the streak alive for the AM show. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. Hey, D, you look very cute before the lunch. Oh, man, here we go. Yeah, we got to give you a timeout. So, well, you got the first timeout of the day for trying to hit on D money. About 57 seconds left here. Somebody said go long.
I don't say that. I'm short.
I mean, you're having a reaction off the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. The 15-minute chart is getting ready to close out here, chat. So we'll see how it closes out in a couple seconds. $30,488. So do they dig into this top wick? And then you get a rejection to the downside. Back towards 462 here, guys. Challenging, right? 462. Lose that level. I think we tapped the 14 at 456. So and this is your 5-minute chart, getting close to the 200 EMA. So the structure has changed, guys, right? We're getting higher highs and higher lows. Now we're getting lower highs and lower lows. If you notice on the 5-minute candle, right? You got this candle here. You got a high up here, lower high, another lower high, lower lows as well. So that's kind of telling you that the momentum at the moment has shifted to the downside. So hard to be wanting longs now until you start seeing bulls get back in here with some higher highs being put in. PDT changes June 4th. Yeah. Cam caught shorts. Holy. Wow. So where's Cam? Is Cam is he in the chat? He is, right? That's crazy, man. You gotta love it, guys. There's PW, guys.
Shout out PW.
Cam, how we doing, Unc? I'm not doing good. You know that already, buddy. But we got PW in the chat. How's the market still going up? Well, I don't know because D Money's down in the competition, PW. So apparently, you know, today might be my last day here, guys, because we are not getting it done. You got Cam rubbing it in the chat. So shout out to Cam for rubbing it in here, chat.
D Money's in Indeed right now.
He's right here watching too. Oh yeah, without a doubt. So you gotta love it. We had a feeling he was in the chat that he was gonna be here, guys. That's why I was telling you earlier, but kind of watching price right now, 30,462. what's bad about it, Chad, is that Cam called me Unc as well. So
man,
that makes it worse, right, Javier? I mean, doesn't that kind of sting a little bit?
Cam, you better watch your back, man.
Call me an old man.
Getting called.
Oh yeah, I see PW. Yeah, PW said, "Oh, they're short." Oh man. Yeah, I mean it's curling over here, chat. You got some downside selling pressure. Definitely stepping in here. Can we lose that ORB high of 30,462 and stay below it? Because if we're able to do that, I mean, I would have to think that we might be able to challenge 364, right? Which is, I know that's some room away from here, but I need to see a breakdown of. I need us to lose that ORB. Boot him, LOL. Yeah, we should boot Cam out of here.
Yeah.
To be honest. We should boot him out. Because how is he able to see my trades, but I can't see his? That is a little unfortunate. Cam.
Cam.
All right, so 1220 here, chat. You got the 30-minute candle, super bearish here. Long wick rejecting off of 30,536, chat, which is the daily candle high from Friday, right? So we had a nice rejection off of that level. And I'm curious to see if the momentum continues now to the downside. Put Cam on timeout for the day. Yeah, I know, right? D-Money, you make more than me. It's okay. Oh, man. Hey. 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 What are you looking at, Javier?
Just looking at see the reaction we get, because we just broke that 14 EMA to see if we can hold that 14 EMA to go down, or if they want to just keep it going up. Because I was looking to see if it takes the overnight highs, which is the Asia highs, but it's having trouble doing that right now. So I took a short earlier when it broke that 14 EMA. I saw that it was building up bearish momentum.
Yeah. I mean,
but we're pulling back up right now towards the 14 EMA. So I want to see if it gets above that 14 EMA again.
Yeah, it needs to. I mean, you don't want to see this thing hold that 14, right?
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it needs to lose that 14, guys. Funny thing is, you got Cam in here listening to the commentary, chat. That is very interesting. So we let's see if we can find his user ID. We might, Cam, I'm not gonna lie, Cam, we might have to boot you, man. But it's not gonna stop him, Chad. All you have to do is just log in on somebody else's page. So it's not like it's gonna stop him from tuning into the show. So at least hit the like button, Cam. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You know the vibes. We got to get at least a like out of you. Oh, man.
Gotta get at least a like out of you.
So, Javier, how you feeling? How you feeling so far, man?
Good, man. Good. I like the price action that we've been getting. Pretty clean. The beginning was a little choppy, but been able to take some good trades.
All right, so push right back up here, guys. Pretty strong. Reaction from the bulls right back up. right, to reclaim that 14. So the 14 EMA chat sitting at 30,488.75. So could not break down with momentum and kind of hold it. So you still got, I mean, the hourly candle still has a ton of time, but you're getting obviously a retracement here, and this is not what you want to see if you're short. But just for context, guys, this is how the 1 hour chart's looking right now. You got a long top wick, a long bottom wick as well, and that is just a signal that there is a sign that there's a battle going on right now between the bulls and the bears. Who's gonna win? Doji candle, 30-minute chart. 4-hour chart right now, it's bullish, chat. The 4-hour chart was interesting. The 4-hour chart's actually a bullish engulfing candle.
Yeah.
So got to be a little strategic. We got Cam in the chat visiting, guys. You know what we need to do? We need to check to see.
Cam needs to worry about his own. You know, hop off that stream, man. What are you doing?
See how this thing plays out. Either way, it's all fun and games, chat. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. We rock out Monday through Friday, trying to make a little monies. We got Javier rocking out with us for the week. So right now we're sitting at 1,800 likes, chat. Can we hit 2,000 likes? We need less than 200, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. We need less than 200 likes. We'll be at 2,000. So can we do it? Can we do it on a Monday?
Hit the likes, guys. D-Money said at 2,000 likes, he's buying lunch for everyone.
Oh, man. All right, so this is your 4-hour chart. Got the 5-minute chart here, looking a little bullish. Not gonna lie, guys, right? That's actually looking bullish here. Close above the 14 EMA. The question is how deep, right? If this is a retracement, I mean, this 15-minute candle, that nice bottom wick, kind of expanding off of the 14 and 50 EMA. How long is that gonna kind of take place here? You got 2 minutes and 47 seconds left on the current candle.
Looking for a push up.
What will the shorts be invalid in your opinion? Well, I mean, the hard part now is that, I mean, look at this. This is not a convincing 30-minute candle, guys.
That's true.
Right? Meaning that there's not, look at the candle body. So kind of put one and one together, that's not a strong candle closure that you would love to see in that direction. So we got Cam kind of snooping around here. So stream is already delayed, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the stream is delayed by a few seconds. That's it. But kudos to Cam. I'm not taking anything away from Cam. Because the reality is that Cam was already green. He was beating me. He was already up, I think, $600 before 9:30, chat. So you can't take anything away from the guy. So if he pulls it out, congrats to him. He's 5K richer. Nothing but props to him. So I don't have an issue with that at all, chat. Can't win them all. So D-Money, how do I purchase 2 Lucid accounts at once to get the 50%? Yeah, you can't purchase 2 Lucid accounts at one time, guys. You got to do it individually, but use the code PW each time, and you will get the 50% off. So you got 50% off 2 accounts using the code PW chat, and then after that, it goes to 30% off. Is there a way to see the leaderboard? Yeah, the next update is going to come at 3 o'clock. So. All right, so that candle closed bullish. So the bulls are stepping in here quite aggressively, chat. This is a new 30-minute candle that just opened up. So we'll see how this thing plays out. We'll be back at 2 o'clock, chat. So if you haven't already, do me a solid. Hit the like button on the way out, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. You'll see the invite coming for 2 o'clock. We'll rock out 2 to 4. So we will see how this thing plays here. Can we hit 2,000 likes here, guys? On the way out, do me a solid, hit the like button. We're at 1,900 likes. That would be a shame if we don't get to 2,000, chat. So hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. We got 2,800 people still here. We need less than 100 likes, chat. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Are we really gonna close this thing out at 1,900 likes? It'll be bad, chat, right? 1,900 likes, and D-Money loses the Grand Cup today as well.
No, man.
Come on,
Can't
man.
do that.
Do your boy a solid, guys. Hit the like button. We had multiple trades called out that played out. You got paid. I saw a lot of W's in the chat. So. All right, guys. We're going to call it here. We'll be back. So stay tuned. More of the mentorship coming up. More price action. More trade talk. Talk about life and this Grand Cup. So we will be back at 2 o'clock. So until then, stay safe, stay dry, and pray for D-Money for the Grand Cup, because we are in a hole here. No mistake about it. So we'll see what happens. But until then, we don't.
D-Money's good, man.